I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason,
all right, should be live. I gotta think. Let me shut my phone down here. Wow, you're like not in the shot at all. It's very hard to do this like when you're not here.
I apologize.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move this way like really far. And there you go. Let me change some things now. No, that didn't work. So we're live here at Tendering Minimum Studios. Yeah, you're still way out of the shot. Sorry. Yeah. It don't matter. It's like we have to, you can see it in there. See, look right there. You can see like you're barely in the shot. So.
No, I can see it.
Okay. So Holly Ann's here.
Hello, everybody.
Let me turn you up.
Okay.
So, talking on the mic again.
Hello, everybody.
Ooh, that's too much. Cool. Billy's here.
Hey guys.
He's way out. Talking on that microphone again, Billy.
Hello, welcome to 10 Drink Minimum with your boy Billy.
There you go. Yeah, these dials are like really, really sensitive. It's like you turn it just a smidge, and it goes boom, like way up. So yeah, so we're here live. We're back in the studio. Everything's kind of back a little bit to normal. It took a little while to get back to normal.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a couple live shows there, and that's that usually back to back too.
Damn, you sound you've been smoking.
Back.
You sound like you've been yelling or singing or.
I just got up. That might be.
Oh, okay. You sound like you've been like smoking, partying all night, singing karaoke. The James way.
I'm not doing the.
That's actually something you want to like strive for when you are singing.
Yeah.
When you're a singer, it's like you have that perfect mix of like smoker's night and I guess a little bit of head cold, and you want to get into front of a mic and sing when that happens.
Yeah.
Some magical times that can happen in front of
I was
a mic.
sitting there talking to Dan about this, and he was telling me, like, you're a singer, Billy, so you might be able to talk about this more. And, like, we talk on microphones all the time. Like, some people, when they talk on a microphone, they'll use their vocal cords completely, just their vocal cords to talk for or yell or, be on a microphone doing something, and then they lose their voice.
Yeah.
That's me. I do that, and there's techniques to avoid that, but I've not been trained vocally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had.
I even get that with comedy, so.
Do you really?
Yeah, like if I do a lot of shows in 1 week where I'm super excited or the crowd is really participating, I don't know. Sometimes I'll just lose my voice completely.
Yeah, and like I was talking to Dan about it, and like there's our friend Dan Mayfield. He's the announcer for the Duke City Gladiators, and I want to give a shout out to them. They won their second championship in 2 years, indoor football.
I did enjoy that game. Of course, we got a little bit of the perks of going to something like this. We got to go into the announcer's booth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, like he was telling me like there's different techniques that you use. Like if like stage performers like learn, and they like will learn to like vibrate their voice through their chest and out. That way they don't use their vocal cords as much.
Your diaphragm.
Diaphragm. There you go. And and then like country singers learn to like use the nasal passages. Yeah. And that's why a lot of country music sounds pretty nasally, I guess. I don't know.
What's a diaphragm when it comes to like the sexual thing?
Oh,
that's a different thing.
That's a completely
it's
different.
a totally different thing.
Totally different.
But it's the same word.
Yeah. Because it's basically the same thing.
Yeah. It just keeps, I don't know, it keeps sperm out.
Yeah.
I found my mom's once, and I was all, "What's this? It looks like a hat." She's all, "No, put that away."
Put that away.
Like, I'm a vocalist. I need this.
Yeah.
I need to use my diaphragm. So screw you guys.
Yeah. So I
always
got
use your diaphragm. Come on, Billy. Wrap it up.
You guys are popping claws. You're doing the White Claw. We're all doing White Claws.
Yes.
I'm enjoying them now. I know
Yeah.
last year I was, I didn't know because I was sober.
Oh, man.
And then now I enjoy them. They're really freaking expensive though.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, for what is this, a 12, 15 pack? It's
Yeah.
like 17, 18 bucks.
Okay, so you paid $18 for White Claw, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a national brand, you'd say.
Yeah.
What would you say if there was a better version? It was local, and it maybe is $1 more. Would you pay for that?
If it was local, yeah, I pay $1 more.
Well, that's what we got right here.
Shut the fuck up.
What? What the what?
You're not gonna be able to see this on the camera because it's green, but these are the new Marble hard seltzers. This is the cucumber key lime.
Ooh,
And
that sounds good.
It is delicious.
And that's what I think I love about these millennials is, one, they'll eat ass, and two, they do love their cucumbers and avocados. So they'll add it to like fruity shit like avocado, raspberry, or like cucumber.
This one
cilantro.
is raspberry key lime.
See?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the cucumber.
That's why I brought you. I got you a koozie so you can
Oh.
drink the green one.
Can I try one?
No. Yeah, we'll get you one.
No,
yeah,
Billy.
I'm enjoying
No.
these hard seltzers.
Which one would you like?
It doesn't matter. I mean, sure it does. But
It does actually.
So if it's
Here-
like carrot, half.
Pass that around to Billy. But this is the new Marbles version of the hard seltzer. Do you want one? Oh no. Okay. So I'm gonna do the cucumber lime. I had this one yesterday, and I think this is better than White Claw by far.
By far.
It smells good.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, okay, it's 100 calories, so it's not like
It's not. Yeah. It's
it's
still
like a beer, which is like 150
Nope.
or 200.
That's really good.
Oh, that's really good.
that one's pretty good. This one is really good.
I want to try that one next.
You want to try it? Try it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You're
It's-
gonna get lipstick.
It's refreshing.
That
But-
is a summertime drink right
That
there.
Holy
is-
smokes, that is delicious.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
This is a summertime drink.
I feel like they smoked White Claw on this. I was like, holy shit. Marble Brewing,
This
if you
could-
were watching, you smoked White Claw.
Yeah.
The cucumber key lime, that is amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
both
we've
of them
co-
are
I've
really
come
good
pretty
though.
complacent when it comes to Marble. It's like, oh yeah, that's Marble. We have such whatever stuff now.
Well, it's because they stopped trying for a while.
And this shit right
Hey.
here, this is next level.
I think this is amazing.
This is great.
This is great.
This is amazing.
Man.
This reminds me why I liked Marble in the first place.
Someone says, I love you fuckers. Can't wait to get on the show with y'all. I think it says fuckers. It's censored. Why is the chat censor shit? I don't know.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
that's interesting.
Unless they censored themselves,
Yeah.
which they don't need to do.
No, you don't need to do that.
You don't have to censor yourself here.
But yeah, and it's weird. You can't see this on camera because the can is green. So I put my Wu-Tang koozie on it. But this is fantastic. I am a super fan of this.
You just sold me, man. One swig and I was like, whoa.
Where can you get marble seltzers outside of Albuquerque? Nowhere. Sorry.
Is it available at the store?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, sir.
Oh my God. Okay.
I had to go to the actual Marble to get it.
Well, I
I-
might have to stop there.
I had to go in, walk past like the crowd. I mean, there was it was like I kind of felt, I was like there was a bluegrass crowd, and I was like, damn it, kind of wouldn't mind staying here. And then then I ended up going in, and I was like, well, I'll have two 6-packs. And she's like, have you been drinking yet? I was like, no, I just came to get this. So
Nice.
Yeah. it's
But
pretty
you
good.
do, is this something that you can order that, of course, has to be in a can? It's something you can have seltzer water on tap.
I think you can. Yeah.
You can.
I was I was a soda jerk, and that is literally my job. Was I made drinks out of tap soda water.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It's really weird. Wow. Somebody said 10 drink in 4K resolution. Look at that immaculate beard.
Ooh.
That's right. 4K living color.
Oh, is that what we're on?
Oh yeah.
I know. I don't want to talk about
I
it.
still have
Speaking,
pillow marks
speaking
on
of
my
4K,
face.
I don't know. I'm really bad at this. One, I'm really bad at telling the difference between types of whiskey. Two, I can't tell the definite. Like, I can't tell if, like, hey, check this out. This is 4K.
Yeah.
And this is whatever.
Oh, you know, I'm okay. Between 1080p and 4K, like we're not actually in 4K, we're in 1080p, but you know, I feel like that's good enough. But if
It's good for streaming.
For me, like people go, yeah, you know, I need to have like the best of the best. You know, I can see up to 1080p. If you show me like a 720, like this is really nerd talk right here, but if you show me something that's in 720 and 1080, I can't really tell the difference. And then 4K I can, but it's not that much.
You know, it's like the given the option, say if you're on UJizz or like Pornhub, and it'll give you the option of 720
or 360
and
360.
360.
Oh, yeah.
And so say
I mean, I don't know.
there was the issue of like internet strength,
Yeah.
then you would go for this. You know, I don't think
You're going to go for the more higher. I feel like between 360 and 720, we're talking about pornography here. You can definitely tell the difference. I feel like you can.
I don't know. I guess
I'm like, this is a little fuzzy.
But do you really care if your porn is fuzzy?
You
Yes.
kind of want it to be fuzzy.
Okay. I'm with you. I kind of want it to be fuzzy. I don't.
That's true.
I still have VHS tapes, so
I mean, I don't.
behind the time. Magazines.
Do you find them in that dumpster at your house? That's
Yeah, but
always
okay.
overflowing?
No,
But-
I've had
but-
them since I was a child.
But the magazines are actually
Those are high res.
high
yeah.
res, and they're also photoshopped and, you know, cleaned
don't-
up. And
Hadn't thought about that. They are very pretty.
Oh my.
have you ever
gosh.
watched how they do all that stuff? It's pretty amazing. Like if they have a blemish,
No, I haven't.
they actually will cut out a piece of your skin on the picture that copy it.
Oh,
that's
no,
good,
I
and
know.
then just cover it up.
I know how Photoshop works.
Oh yeah,
It's called masking. Yeah, you do it all. You
I
can
just-
make
that's correct.
an entire thing.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't care what my porn looks like.
Oh okay, weird.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
odd.
I mean,
You know how you have
no-
no standards.
no
Where's your
standards.
standards at, Holly?
I just, I'm very efficient when
Yeah.
I'm alone,
No,
so it
no.
doesn't matter.
So we were at our friend's house the other night for a birthday. This is the same one where the paddling was happening, all that, and someone had left a penthouse out on the coffee table,
Oh, right?
and it wasn't like I was like, oh, gross, a porn mag on the coffee table. More or less, I was like,
They
We-
still make this?
I was like, oh yeah, a porn magazine, like penthouse. Oh yeah,
Like a brand, like
It was
in the
new.
last year.
I
Oh,
didn't-
yeah.
I didn't even know they still made them.
Exactly.
it's alive. It's still around. Then I flipped through it for a second. I went, threw it down on the ground.
That's pretty much what everyone did. They're all penthouse. Weird. Huh.
I actually still get magazines in the mail, and I walk outside to the mailbox, grab them from the mailbox, walk inside to the house, and throw them in the trash. Never look at them.
You do that.
I do that. Yes, really, I do. And it's like video game magazines, which to me is like, why are you still making this? You know, it's like I've already seen the videos for this months ago. Thank you for showing me the still images. This is great.
Well, I get Style and Cosmo. They're good for collage. Also, I'm obsessed with fashion.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. But I mean, but a video game magazine, like literally, it's like I've already seen. Like if I go to IGN or GameSpot,
Oh yeah, the
I can-
websites have taken it over.
yeah,
Like,
I can watch an interview with the same guy that you've interviewed that I would have to read at that point.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Do people still read magazines out there? Let's hear what people say in the
No,
chat.
I was just saying that if it was a penthouse, that's kind of like mid-tier raunchiness.
Yeah.
Because you have like Playboy on the bottom. I don't think
Playboy-
they're even nude anymore.
I'm not sure Playboy.
Right.
They
I
even
think
make
they
a
still
magazine
do.
anymore.
Yes.
I think they do.
Yes.
do? Okay.
And for a while there, they stopped putting nude pictures in it, and then they started again
Because they lost their mind.
because they lost their fucking mind. Yeah.
I think it's because so many people were like, I just read it for the articles.
Yeah, well.
And Playboy believed them.
Someone's
So-
like, "Hey, the whole print media is going into the toilet, but we have one thing that people don't have: naked pictures. Let's get rid of that." Somebody just wrote they have a couple of issues of Nintendo Power. I'm asking, do you get new magazines? That
Yeah.
shit's not new.
Yeah, not classic. Not old stuff.
Yeah.
I only read magazines at the nail salon.
Oh, is that so you don't have to talk to anyone?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's also so I don't look at
Style
my phone.
magazines, right?
Oh.
Yeah, they're all
Cosmo.
hair. Yeah.
Well, why is it bad to look at your phone?
Oh, because then I don't relax. I just
Oh.
talk to people and answer emails and
Oh, I see.
So
the phone is your stress.
yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So
That does make sense. Holy smokes.
I
I
wanna-
didn't realize I should put my phone down if I just want to, like, take
Yeah.
a moment and...
Where does a guy do that at? I don't feel like we
you
have
can go
it.
to the nail salon.
I know.
They will
but
rub your feet. It's very nice.
That does sound nice.
It really does.
And my nail lady sings to me.
What?
Yeah. She serenades me while she rubs my feet. I'm not going to say who or where because I don't want people flooding her.
But we do the same thing. We're always like, this part of town sucks, actually. Don't come here. And
They said they read Men's Health and GQ. Worth reading those at least.
I don't know.
Do you remember when like Maxim and what was
hell yeah.
What was the other
FHM?
FHM
Yeah.
Maxim? What, and there was,
him, yeah.
what was the other one? There was 3, wasn't there?
That's the only 2 I remember.
Gear was like the lower, shittier one.
Well, I will tell you that I read Maxim, like their advice column one time at my ex-husband's house
Okay.
when we were dating, and it was not good advice. Don't follow any of the advice.
Also,
Sorry, not sorry. Men don't get women.
since I've got my subscription to Cosmo, that is basically Maxim for women. It has the entire same layout, sections.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm like,
There's a formula, I'm sure. You know that
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this works.
I want to say, like, how many times can you rewrite?
and I'm like, and right here is where they're going to put in. Oh, okay. Women's healthcare products, not men's healthcare products.
Yeah.
All right.
How many times can you what?
How many times can you rewrite the X amount of times to please your man?
Oh,
They,
yeah.
They
yeah.
kind of change the number. It's like, oh, here's
13
50?
ways.
Yeah. Here's 101 ways.
Yeah. Here's 10 ways you know he's actually not into you.
Does he poke you in the eye?
Does he not return your phone calls or text messages?
Yes. Did he get your text? Yes.
Does he punch himself in the balls to get away from you?
Wow.
Goodness.
Sorry, Dave. I got my balls punched again. I can't hang out.
Oh, no, what Smiley say is you're out in public and he just starts striking his own genitals.
Wow.
Billy got it.
That's only happened to me once.
Wow.
It's fine.
That's when you just stop the dating sites at that point, you know, right? You're done. You're done with the dating sites. You're like,
And then, like, Smiley is just out of breath and he's just like, his fists are bleeding.
Yeah.
And she finally leaves.
fists are bleeding. What kind of balls do you have?
I'm saying it's the zippers.
Yeah, the
okay.
zippers. The zippers will get you.
Shit.
And
Wow.
then, you know, that's one way you can tell he's not into you.
That's true.
He might not be into you.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
he passes. Until
But in
Smiley
a
passes
girl's
out.
mind, sometimes we're like, yeah, but maybe
Oh, I know. Oh,
he
I
loves
know.
me so much that he's willing to punch himself in the balls to make his point known.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, girls. Like, it's true. I've done it. Everybody has done it.
I have a friend who's a girl, and a woman, sorry, and she like asked me, I'd say 20 different times, if I thought this guy was into her on different occasions, and every single time I said no.
Right.
I actually do not think he's into you at all. But her dumbass other friends would be like, I don't know. He lights up when he comes in when you come in the room. Da 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 da. And then finally, like we hung out and he was drunk, and then she took him home and to his house, and he just got out of the car, went in the house, and paid no attention to her, and then she left. And I said, now you should know. And she goes, how? I go, well, if he was drunk and didn't try to get all over you, and he just like avoided you completely, pretty sure he's
Yeah,
not into
but
you.
you see, some girls would be like, he was being respectful. 'Cause
He was not.
drunk. You know what I'm saying, though?
And I told her, she did
Thanks
say
for
that.
the ride.
That is
Peace.
correct. She did say that. And I said, well, I don't think so. Because during the baseball game we were at, he said something racist. He
Oh.
said something misogynistic. And a lot of other bad things. So I don't think he was being respectful
Yeah.
to anybody. So
I don't know. We will justify anything
Yeah.
just so that the guy we're into that is not into us
Right.
in our minds is
What's-
just playing hard to get or something.
what does it take? What does it take to finally go, okay, this person's definitely not into me?
I told you.
It takes us finding another man.
Oh, see? There,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
That's a good
Like,
answer.
that's when we will let it go.
Just punch yourself in the balls.
Ask Royal. Royal has been my best friend for 4 years. And in those 4 years, I've been dating. I've been in relationships. And it's always me going, Royal, I think he's really into me. What do you think? And he says no.
Nope.
And I don't listen, and then I cry a lot.
Oh.
But now I found a guy who is into me, and ladies, let me tell you, if they're into you, you will know. You don't have to ask questions, and for sure if he's drunk and you drive him home, he's going to be all over you.
Yes.
So stop doing that, girls.
I'm not saying, being drunk and try to hook up
No,
with women is terrible,
don't.
But
it's pretty obvious if a guy likes you.
Yeah.
We're not very good at masking it.
I know you guys get all like nervous and weird, and you say things that you shouldn't.
Say things that we shouldn't. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's life right there for me. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right though.
But if a guy is like holding back, if he is giving you attention, he probably just wants to sleep with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if he's giving you no attention whatsoever,
he's not into you. He's not even trying to sleep with you.
Every time she would ask, "You think he's into me?" No. Yeah, but and I'll be like, "No."
There is no but.
Next conversation.
Yeah. I think every girl needs a guy best friend that she doesn't listen to, but then a couple months later says, "You know what? You were right."
I told you so.
That's dedicated to Royal Wood. He always tells me so, and I never listen.
I feel
he likes hamster though, so that's good.
That's good.
That's a good sign. Good sign there. See, this is why I have girl best friends too.
Yeah.
How do you think this works? And they're all, "She's a bitch. Get rid of her." I'm all,
Jesus. Oh yeah, we do say that. I say that to Royal, and then I pretend to be nice
I'm like,
to her.
Really? She seems nice. That's just because you're having sex. She's a bitch. Get rid of her.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I have a friend that that we go out and we're not together. We're just friends, and like I told her, I said, "Yeah, you do things that makes women think that we're together," and she's like, "I don't think so." So yesterday, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be very rude right now, but I'm gonna point something out to you," and I said, "You're doing something right now that is making people think we're together." And she goes, "What?" And I go, "We're both we were both sitting side by side at a bar on stools, and she had her foot on my stool."
Oh.
And I said, "You have your foot on my stool." And she went, "Shit." And she pulled away. I said, "That would make people think we're together." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like your hand is literally in my pocket right now. That might give somebody the wrong impression about us.
Yeah.
You are grabbing my butt.
Stop waving the dildo in my face. People might think we're together. Interesting. So I tried a couple of new places. Our neighborhood is just blowing up, man.
Yeah.
I called my friend and I said, "Hey, let's go try out a new coffee place and a new brewery." And she goes, "Well, where are we going?" I was like, "Down the street."
We can just walk there.
Yes. Well, we didn't though. So there's a new coffee place called VM. Have you guys heard of it?
Yes.
Yes. So it's like down the street, you pass Lomas and turn right about a block.
Like almost where like those office buildings are?
Yes.
Okay.
It's behind them. It's hidden.
Okay.
And it's really, really nice. And so we go back there, and they make their own cold brew and put it in a can. They have, all the different coffees you want, but it's really good. But then here's one thing I don't get. They have a fire pit outside, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what's that for? They close at 6. And then someone's like, well, what if like someone whenever it's wintertime, they want to be outside? I'm like, I've never went to a coffee place and lit up a fire outside when I was, having a hot coffee.
Maybe you should try it.
Maybe. But
that's just the owners justifying
that's just like the new atmosphere they're trying to put onto these.
Yeah.
They're not even millennials anymore. They're the millennials.
What's the after? Yeah.
The millennials?
Yeah. So, there's, Garcia Honda is building a big distillery and facility over there, right?
Wait, so they're going to make cars and distill liquor and sell cars?
Yes. And so it's going to be in that area.
Dangerous.
So it's where the old Coors bottling plant was at, which was over here. I didn't even know this.
I didn't know that either.
So you go over to this coffee house, and there's still part of the Coors building. It's up, and it says like brewery and bottling facility or something.
We're talking like right by the train tracks.
Yes.
And like where the federal building is?
Before that.
Okay.
It's like you turn literally like.
And there was a bottling
facility
there?
Yeah.
That seems like Okay.
Back,
Like a long time
ago. So you go in there to go to the coffee place, and there's all these old like 50s trucks, and like Chevys and Fords, mint condition, and then old signs from around Albuquerque for the last 50 years.
Wow.
It's really cool. I was like blown away by it. I was like, what the shit?
That's so awesome.
Yeah. And then we went to the other place, which is called Thirsty Eye Brewing and Distilling. No, Brewing and Coffee House.
Oh.
It's beer and coffee. And like someone's like, literally I told someone about that. They go, isn't that illegal to have coffee and caffeine at the same place? I was like, no.
Nope.
Not that I've ever heard of.
Why would that be illegal?
I don't know.
I mean, it does sound weird because
you can't put it in the same can anymore.
Like
Right.
psychoactively, they're both
'Cause that's
on
not good
different
for you.
spectrums.
Oh, I get it now. That's what they were thinking of, like Four Loko.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
They banned caffeine and
I feel like
booze
that's
products.
stupid. I don't know. If kids want to fucking drink alcohol with caffeine at the
I
same time and
mean-
die, that's their choice.
I had 6 Four Locos one time, and
and you're still alive, so.
I mean,
they serve Red
it
Bull
was really
vodkas.
weird. Like I couldn't talk anymore, but I couldn't fall asleep.
I'm sure any bar in town will serve you a Red Bull vodka, and that's the
Oh,
same
of course, it's the same thing. There's not a lot to package it. My friend tried to fight a dog. Thought he was looking at it funny. I'm actually.
That just sounds like another career.
That was just yeah.
Dog
Four
fighting.
Loko just made me sleepy.
Well,
Quattro Crazy.
The original or the one now?
I don't know. The one that was out when I was 21.
That
Whatever.
right? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
That's probably the original.
See, I didn't ever drink Four Loko. I drank the Sparks.
See, we would drink them when I
Oh.
worked on the after party. We would walk around with them because it looked like a soda in a can.
Four Loko did.
Well, we would wrap it up. It looked like innocuous, I guess.
I always loved that.
I'm sure they all knew
Like a
what
big
we were
Arizona
doing,
iced
but
tea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's a fun industry. Like if you go on like Amazon, like you ever go deep into like an Amazon search list thing?
yes, way too often.
And like what you're talking about, like I remember when I was a kid growing up, my mom and dad had like a Coca-Cola wrap that they could put around their beer, and it looked like a Coca-Cola. And it's like the things people do to just drink outside,
Yeah.
And Michael, who used to be on the show, she had a thing that looked like the metal water bottle.
Uh-huh.
And the bottom's unscrewed, and you could put a beer bottle in there and screw it back on. So it looked like you were just drinking out of a water bottle at the park. So you could just move your alcoholism to the park.
I did
Why
that
not?
to hide the fact that I was drinking Keystone Ice,
Oh.
but not because I was drinking alcohol in general.
Oh, okay, just
Right.
to hide it.
Yeah, it's like, who's this guy?
You're all
Well,
shame.
And then there's all the different, like there's the fake belly that you can wear, the fake
hell yeah.
bra
The
you
bra.
can wear. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's if you go to Kelly, they have shots that come in a pouch, a plastic pouch, so you can stick it in your pocket or your underwear and sneak it into a concert.
Or
Yeah.
your bra.
Or
And it's for like liquor, not beer, though, right?
It's just it's
I
whiskey.
don't see myself drinking like
Shots of
warm
whiskey,
titty
shots
beer.
of tequila, shots of vodka.
We sold those at my liquor store too.
Oh,
And
okay.
We call them bra pouches.
Sure. So it's interesting. There's that whole industry.
Daryl, are you tired of shoving like really like hard like shots in there? How about
Yeah.
this one? It'll conform to you, and they're like, "Oh, that's better."
Well, I feel like some of those are great and some of those are terrible, like the fake binoculars.
Oh, yeah.
Till someone's like, "Hey, let me see those binoculars," and you're like,
Hold on.
The one they've really caught on to is the sunscreen.
"Oh, someone
I-
caught onto that one."
Yeah, I know that from maybe experience.
This is great because you guys are making up all these ideas that would go for concerts, but the biggest prize you can, well, I guess one of the bigger objectives or achievements you can get is getting liquor inside Disneyland.
Yes,
Ooh.
I have done that.
I have not done that, but I know 'cause I've found out ways to do it. I've done my research,
Really?
and it's really about having someone's like baby going in with you,
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
have a baby with you.
and then
Well, that's weird.
Well, because
well, they don't want to be a drunk parent, but it's like, hey, you're gonna take one of the team, bring your baby, so we can get all lit,
Ooh.
and also,
So
I-
you're using the baby as like a mule?
Yeah.
No, you put it in the diaper bag.
Diaper bags. You put it like underneath the baby.
In
So
bottles so
you're
it looks like juice.
You're using the baby as a mule.
I mean, why not? Have
Why
you ever
not?
dealt with a baby? I was with Hamster's kid all weekend.
Yeah.
And she is sweet and I love her so much. But let me tell you, toddlers are tough.
Yeah, I bet.
And you know what? If you're going to take them to Disneyland, they're going to be a fucking mule. And they're going to... I'm going to get alcohol in because of that.
They better serve a purpose. And you're like,
Oh,
all right.
man. So I'm looking at like the 15 best like fake items that are flasks. This is
Yes.
one I never would have thought of.
Okay.
So it's for when you're at a sporting event, right?
Yes.
You see the people and they have like the pom poms that they wave.
Yes.
It's literally the pom pom, and the handle is a bottle.
Oh.
And so you just
Like-
so when you carry it in, the pom pom's covering the bottle, and you're like, this is my support, for the team,
That's kind of smart.
This one is it looks like a high end purse, and it
Oh.
has a spigot that pops out of the side, and it's for wine.
Oh.
It's pretty
Of course
pretty
it's for
fantastic.
wine.
Or water. Who knows?
Or water.
Just hydration.
And
in
then this one
general.
is a really big bracelet.
Oh, I've seen that one. That is not believable, actually. I've seen it in real life, and no woman would wear that.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
And this one is
You're all- Why is that sloshing?
I like this one.
Nothing.
Tampon flasks, aka booze
Oh, I've
tubes.
seen those, yeah.
Those seem like they wouldn't search those.
Why would they search your tampons? That's how I get edibles.
I don't think
places,
they
just
would.
saying.
Yeah.
I think they'd be like,
But then again, like, why would you bring a big pack of tampons? I guess.
To the beach, I carry them.
Billy,
Maybe
seriously.
they're having a heavy flow day.
Okay, I'm saying if you're going to Disneyland, you wouldn't bring like a freaking 30
well, you can't
pack.
really time these things,
Oh.
Billy.
Okay, well that's fair. I shouldn't ask
And
these
like if you're
questions.
walking around a lot in the heat, also like if you get really scared on a ride,
Stu Albert.
you're done.
I like this one. It looks like a small umbrella, but then it just is a bottle. That's pretty fantastic.
That one's pretty awesome, actually.
It is pretty awesome. It
Yo,
looks
what do you
looks
got?
just like a little mini umbrella.
Just got an umbrella. And, why? I
Yeah.
don't know. It looks like it might rain.
It looks like it might rain. Whiskey. Oh,
or
dude.
You could do the fucking David Blaine thing where he chugs out and water spouts it later. Like he drinks like gallons of water. Like they use this tactic in like drought areas in
Oh, wow.
third world countries,
Yeah.
and they'll just drink a shit ton of water and then like have it in their guts and then
Yeah.
spit it out later.
Okay,
that's-
I'm gonna
no.
just say right now, if I ever reach the level of alcoholism where I'm willing to drink alcohol that somebody has drank and then spit out like a fountain,
It's called water spouting.
take me to rehab immediately. Like that is so gross.
Yeah.
First of all, it'll be warm.
Yes.
Second of all,
Yes.
it will have some kind of digestion stuff going on. No,
It'd
thank
be like
you.
bitters.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
So there's a
Oh God.
flask tie.
Gross.
Like it's a
Oh,
tie.
it's a tie.
Yeah. I don't know how much that would hold though. This one's pretty genius, but it's only good for baseball. It's a flask glove.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can
that's
take it and go,
pretty
gonna catch that ball. That's pretty genius.
Also,
actually.
you could have like a fake. What do you call them? The bags that you have on them,
Yeah.
like they look
Oh,
like
colostomy bags?
Yeah. And
Oh
you'd be
God.
like,
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good lord, man.
Oh, what's this, sir? I'd beg you not to ask. Oh, thank you.
That's so rude.
but then
Oh.
again, like you couldn't take it out and like drink out of it. So
You go to the
maybe it could go
bathroom.
into your butt, and you can get butt drunk off this colostomy bag with booze
Ouch.
in it.
Perfect.
Ouch.
I want to get butt drunk off a colostomy
What
bag.
about the flask infinity scarf? Oh,
How does
Oh,
that work?
You know, I'm pretty sure I've seen that on set before.
really?
Oh.
It's interesting.
Maybe I won't
Because-
make fun of people with those scarves
The only
so
thing
much
is, that
now.
I'm sure Disneyland personnel look through this list and they see a freaking infinity gauntlet, whatever foam thing. They're gonna shake it.
Yeah.
No,
Shake-
it's-
And, I'm
shake-
like, and the thing is,
It's a-
guys,
it's a
if I
scarf.
do get that job at Disney World, I'm checking all you guys tampons.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
Yikes.
But then
Unwrap
they're
'em.
rendered unusable. Like I
It's
can't
messed
put
up,
that
dude.
Oh,
anywhere.
dude, this one's awesome too. This is if you're skiing. Mitten flasks.
Ooh, mitten. I just like the word
When they
mitten.
pop out the thumb. Oh my God.
I just like
Okay,
saying the
that's-
word mitten. So I
that's,
need
that's just for convenience because they don't give a shit if you drink while you're skiing.
Oh my God. You guys were ahead of the curve here.
it. Oh, the baby.
Cool baby.
What
it's
is
a
it?
baby full of booze.
So it's like a doll?
Yes.
So you're just going to look like a crazy person who's pretending a doll is their baby?
You got a baby.
Yeah,
I mean, fine. That's fair. That's worth
having a stroller. That's genius, because if you had a baby, well, a baby with, you know, a hollow, like a little rubber baby to put booze inside of, that's a lot. That's a lot of booze.
This one's actually one that you strap to your chest. Who's gonna fucking not think you're crazy?
Everybody's gonna think you're nuts.
Or like a woman who's like looks like she's breastfeeding, and then she has a little blanket over it, or them.
She's just chugging whiskey out of a bottle.
But it's a fake baby, and they're not going to check you because they're not going to like try and see your titty.
That's true.
Oh my god, that is so wrong. That is like
all true. I mean, he's right.
I can't with it. I mean,
but I would definitely
at the point where you're trying to.
But Billy, when he's the security guard at Disneyland, he'd be all, "Hey, let me see that baby."
I've seen it.
Smack.
Give me that baby.
It's plastic. It's full of booze.
So okay, let me ask you.
I would confiscate that shit so fast.
Would you really though? Would you?
You're all drinking out of his head.
You're telling me if you got a job as a Disneyland security guard, you would be like, you know what? I drink on my own time. I have a lot of fun, but then these people are trying to have fun. I'm gonna fucking stomp that shit in the dirt.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
you're all don't put brown liquor inside of a white baby.
How dare you?
Messed up.
How dare you? So you would be like hard nosed and like by the book.
Oh my god, I'd be like the ice, but for booze.
Yeah. You'd be like
also, that's a bad joke, but
you're like they would have names for you. They'd be like, it's the Iceman. He doesn't allow he hasn't allowed booze into the park in over 10 years.
Yeah.
You'd be like, stop. That's a fake stroller, fake baby.
And I also, the thing is, I'm pretty good at spotting out a boozer.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Come on now, like, you're not gonna wear this fucking hot like.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to stop that stroller and lay down on the ground.
It's like what woman with a baby would wear like a Bruins jersey in the
true,
middle of 90-degree weather?
I would.
They're called trash. Really.
Just kidding.
They're called trash.
Trash.
And I'm like, okay, so maybe she doesn't have a baby.
I wouldn't wear a Bruins jersey. I would wear an Avs jersey.
That's
in the middle
different.
of summer.
Okay, that's when you check them.
Would you,
Any hockey jersey.
how would you check the baby though? Like you can spritz it in the face with some water, or like you can jostle it,
touch the baby.
No, I would just look at it. Because one, I do enjoy babies, and so I know if it was a fake baby. But also, if the baby were like elevated enough to where like that's something underneath there, the spacing in
you just rip it out.
No, I mean,
what's underneath here?
What if they go? What's this whiskey, ma'am? They go, the baby's teething.
Oh, I'd be like, okay, no, still, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to.
You and the baby are gonna have to leave the facility now.
I'm gonna make hamster.
Space Mountain is closed for you, ma'am.
But check this out, guys.
Sorry.
I would go onto the deep web, or like onto not Craigslist. This is too conspicuous. But I would be like, yo, do you like? They'll have to go onto the deep web, and find me who does work at Disneyland. They're like, listen, we need to figure out how to get booze on the Disneyland. Pay me a fee. I look the other way.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Isn't that like
so you're corruptible?
Yeah, I'm corruptible.
Isn't that extortion?
Yeah, but it's fair.
At some point, there's got to be.
And
no, I'm just.
And you would make so much money because again, toddlers are difficult. I would pay a really large fee to have alcohol while taking a toddler to Disneyland.
Wow.
Bring a second fake one full of booze.
No, you know what I'm gonna do?
Oh man,
I'm gonna make hamster take me to
That
Disneyland.
one's just sleepy.
So when you're older, the kid's like, why is there a double stroller? Who was the other baby? Oh, that was a baby full of whiskey, honey.
That was just a baby full of whiskey. I'm gonna make hamster take me to Disneyland, and we're gonna fill some sippy cups with alcohol
Jesus.
and just see what happens.
See, that's the easy way. I mean, I feel like that would be so much easier.
I mean, why wouldn't you just do that? Because here's the thing: if the person looking through your stuff has kids, they're gonna know. Like, the kid needs their specific juice, their specific sippy cups. They're very fussy.
Smart, yeah.
So if you're just like, hey, sorry, she only drinks this kind of apple juice or whatever, any parent is going to be like, I get it. No meltdowns today.
Well, what I like, or what I hate is, like, we have the Isleta Amphitheater.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and I guess
Oh, the inconsistencies.
Yes,
there?
it's fucking inconsistent as shit. So, I've gone to some shows and they frisk the shit out of you. They're like, purses open over here.
Yeah, they're like
And-
bags.
They're grabbing your balls.
They're-
and
yeah,
they're like,
oh, dude, they're like up in your shit. And then, I would never bring anything in. So then I go one time and I see Dylan, and they're just like, have a good time, waving everybody by, no frisking, no nothing, and
people
like,
are smoking pot.
dude,
just
people are smoking
drinking
pot.
Straight up
This
booze
woman
and-
pulls the big pounder Ziploc bag out of her purse of
Jello shots.
no the little but the little hotel bottles, the little
Oh, yeah.
the minis.
Yeah.
milliliters.
She has like 20 minis in there, and I'm like, if I brought that shit, they'd be like, you gotta get rid of it. And
Right.
I never can, like, I don't know, like, what the good sweet spot is.
They're profiling you, Chris. They know.
They know. Were
have-
you wearing?
You have to look like a Mormon or
Oh,
something.
no. This was like hippie people.
Were you wearing your 10 drink minimum shirt?
No, I feel like, well, no, it's just inconsistencies compared, like, they were doing it to
Right.
everybody. So I feel like it's this metal show. They're going to fucking lock down.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
going to fucking check your shit. Hippie show. They're like, you guys have a good day.
Yeah, that's true.
And I felt like that's the case, except when Billy and I went to the Tom Petty show at fucking Tingley.
Mm-hmm.
I was frisked, like they were checking to see if like we were pulled over by the cops. This dude got up, like he got up in there and like literally grabbed my balls. And I was like, whoa, what kind of people are you expecting at the Tom Petty show,
People just
Kind of
smoke
hard-ass
pot?
motherfucker, right?
I mean, to
Oh,
be fair,
Just making sure you don't got no.
there were some undesirables when we sat next.
Oh, that is true. There was
Wow.
we went to see Tom Petty, and the opener was Regina Spektor, which we were also excited to see. Didn't really get to see her because this one woman was super intoxicated, and she kept yelling, "Fuck this bitch! Bring on Tom Petty!" over and over
And
and
Regina
over again.
Spektor is so good.
So amazing.
That's messed
And
up.
we got to see the last 3 songs after they arrested the woman and drug her out because she
Oh,
was
God.
wasted. Yeah. But that did happen.
Bullshit. We need to see some Tom
This
Petty.
is bullshit. Like you're really gonna scream loud enough, and Regina Spektor's like, you know what, man, we've heard you. I'm leaving, and he's gonna come on earlier.
So thank you for your feedback.
Yeah.
I would,
So
you know what?
rude.
I prayed on this, but you know what? I'm gonna end my set early so Tom Petty can play 5 more songs. No, it doesn't work
Yeah.
that way, lady.
Yeah,
Oh, I love Regina Spektor.
I know. I was
she's
so fucking pissed about it. I was like, but then Tom Petty came on. He was amazing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that made it all better.
He was pretty amazing. But
as upset as we were, Tom
yeah.
Petty just made.
But
things
there's
all
always
better.
those. It's just the inconsistencies. I mean, but it's like,
Yeah, because I've walked in there.
yeah,
I've walked in there before with like literally,
yeah,
my water bottles,
yep.
and they're like, "What's this? Not water. Fine."
Okay.
And then they're like, "You can't bring anything in at all. Hold
Yeah.
on, we're gonna inspect your scrotum." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
They put the
Jesus."
rubber glove on. You're like, whoa. I just want to see the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh God!
And I'm like,
Can you imagine the searches that go on for a freaking insane clown posse?
I feel like they shouldn't.
I feel that they are our allies now, and I feel that's
Well,
just.
And
There
if
are
like
allies
say
now?
that like some people like they bring in a bunch of knives and there's a big knife fight in the Insane Clown Posse show, I'm all right. Whatever. It happened,
what are they gonna do? Kill each other?
right? Did you see the?
I do like. Oh, can I say? I do like that you gave the Hank Cake voice. Like, well, gonna go see some insane clown posse.
right? Did you read that article where like their makeup deters facial recognition?
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Oh, it's great. That's look at your Orwellian society now.
It's like-
all it took was Juggalo makeup.
I feel like that they're the Bill and Ted of like like the real like Bill and Ted, like their music saves the world. It's like the Insane Clown Posse, like they fight Nazis and their makeup is against facial recognition. It blocks the facial recognition from the government. Who would have thought all these things?
See, they're on the world for a reason. You don't know
Right.
why.
Wild stallions.
Yeah,
You think like wasps. Like, what's your purpose? Or like some other
Right.
vermin. But
Right.
they do. Then it turns out in our like
we needed them. Yeah,
post Albuquerque. Or
Post-apocalyptic
I'm
world.
sorry, Neo Albuquerque.
yeah.
and then all of us are wearing Juggalo makeup to fight.
Sounds like a bad anime. Neo
I don't like
Albuquerque,
it.
2099.
I don't like it. I do not like it. And that is what my nightmares are made of.
Right.
Can I just put on a mask instead?
Can we make some like anime that's like Neo Albuquerque 2099 and
Yes.
the Juggalos have like samurai swords.
Everyone has like
Yes.
crotch rockets and like
we should talk.
flying down like the big eye.
We should talk to Dave Jordan. I'm sure he can set it up.
Yes.
Oh, God.
It's like Akira, but it's like
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I have a personal vendetta against one very specific
Sure.
Juggalo right now.
Yeah.
And so just all ACP people are bothering me right now. I'm sure there are so many nice Juggalos out there. I'm not trying to offend you. There's one very specific one that can go suck an egg.
I'm sure there's good ones. I'm all.
You know what? I love Juggalos. They're my allies, and I'm here for them now.
Yeah.
In Trump's America is what I'm
Wait
saying.
In Trump's America.
Way to suck up.
When
Billy.
you have Trump as your president, Juggalos just don't seem that bad anymore, do they?
Right.
Except for one very specific one in town.
True.
Well, except for one of them.
Right. We
Yeah.
won't say his name because
No, he doesn't
recognition.
deserve it.
Jerk.
He literally sent me like 6 messages on social media on Monday morning from 6 different profiles.
Oh my God! Get a life.
Calling
people.
me fat and all this stuff. It's like,
He called you fat.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
how?
Who we got to fight?
Yeah,
Oh,
don't-
we're not saying his name, but I just think that's ridiculous.
Well,
he went through all the trouble of making
Yeah.
each of those profiles, logging in, sending a message, logging out.
Well, it just tells you you're doing something right.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
Somebody gives you that much of their time. They're doing, and we did the show.
If he is a Juggalo, then you have nothing. You're not doing anything that day.
Right.
That's true.
Then
He
he's
doesn't have
not
a
doing
job.
anything.
He doesn't have a job.
Oh, he does.
Not a good one.
No.
Is Juggalo a job?
Yeah.
It seems like a
Believe it or
full-time
not, he works at a
occupation.
bank.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I would not trust him with my money.
Yeah, we got actually attacked on our last episode. We were at Broken Trail, and it's like, your comedy club didn't open. It's not our fault it didn't open. Opening a business is hard. First of all, if you don't know how to do it, even harder. And then when you come in and start attacking people in the local scene, way harder. So
Yeah.
And that's something you just can't do in this town. If
Yeah.
you don't have the local scene, your business is not
good
going
luck.
to
So
go anywhere.
just,
Like I've said since the protest, don't make the women mad, man. We could have had your back, but instead.
yeah. Someone said in the chat, Holly Ann Bird, don't believe the trolls. You're beautiful. Love the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Said Juggalo Sally. No, I'm just kidding. It's Caitlin.
Oh,
That'd be
thanks,
awesome.
Caitlin.
Hot Juggalo 47.
And then I would feel really, really bad. I'd
Hot
be like,
Hot
"Sorry."
Juggalo Pussy Crusher 42.
Then I would not feel so bad. If you have Pussy Crusher in your name, don't like you. You're trash.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're not supposed to crush those things.
No.
I mean, you can't. All right? Let's just be real. If you're trying to crush it, beat it, kill it, I don't know why. Pound it. None of that stuff works. It's
No.
very resilient.
Right. It's like a catcher's mitt. Just kidding.
And also, Pushy Crusher. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't imagine.
Like, what would you have to do to crush my pussy?
Well, be an overweight Juggalo.
Ugh. Ugh.
I would like to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos just to watch. Just once. Just once.
I heard it's very nice. They're very accepting.
I watched
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of that stuff on Vice.
No, but like, yeah, there's definitely some like a journalistic aspect behind it. Like, you'd be like the Diane Fossey going into this situation,
Yes.
just being like,
Diane Fossey.
and just
I feel
like, like giving them like some Molly or something.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
some
just
crack.
like here.
And
They're
then,
like-
and then they're like they trust you, and then they're like you're kind of in their circle.
This
so you
makes
kind
them
of
happy.
It's like, oh, they
Like
love
the
it.
Jane
Oh.
Goodall
Yes.
of Juggalos. Just, I'm here to study them in their
Here's-
natural habitat Here's some Molly.
The mating cycle has begun.
It seems like they go
Whippet
whoop, whoop.
cartridges. And here's some EBT. And
you give them some nitrous cartridges so they can blow up the balloons and.
I'm watching their mating rituals. It seems they're going whoop whoop.
Whoop. He's handed the female of the species the crystal meth.
Some Faygo.
Some Faygo and crystal meth. Have you ever heard of Skateland?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. I did not expect people to go like there's two people in the. Oh yeah. So Skateland, for the two that didn't, is this Skatopia. Sorry, Skatopia. You know what exactly?
Yeah.
Okay. Skatopia is this commune of skateboarding in Indiana, I think so, and it is kind of like this. It's like 88 acres of skate park, and like
what the.
Skateboarders, skateboarders move there, live there.
Have money now.
It's not that kind of place.
No.
Oh, it's not like some pro skater bought a skate. Because isn't there like that? Like I'm sorry to cut this off, but isn't that camp or something like a skate school? You can.
No, it's not like Woodward. No.
Okay, never mind. So it's not Woodward.
Skatopia it's in Ohio. Sorry, and it was created by this guy, and I mean he's like three steps away from being a juggalo, pretty much. But like, it's this like skate commune where people go and they live, and like in order to live there, you have to like work and build ramps and like and twice a year they have like huge gatherings, and people come in and like they burn cars, they like blow things up and skateboard, and then they have like punk bands, and that's how they make all their money for the year.
It's
Can
like
I ask a question? I'm sorry. But is there alcohol involved in any of this?
Oh, yeah,
alcohol, drugs,
absolutely.
everything.
Okay, I'm pretty sure when he mentioned burning cars, there has to be alcohol involved.
I think this is like the Eat, Pray, Love experience that I would go for. Like, I would move to Skatopia and build skate ramps and skateboard all day and drink beer. And then I would find a purpose in my life. And then the gathering would happen, and I'd be ready to come home.
You'd be ready.
And I'd be centered and ready to go.
Yeah.
I just think that's a better Eat, Pray, Love.
Okay.
You know?
And there's like a skate museum.
Yeah, I think it would be great.
I was watching the documentary. It used to be on Netflix, and the guy who runs it was in jail for a while because he hit a guy in the head with a bat, as you do, And so it's kind of like the skateboarder version of like Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh shit! So it's like not. I'm thinking like a really cool kind of like.
No.
Maybe like sponsored skate.
No.
It does have. Yes.
I mean, yeah, but it's not.
But you're just talking like a bunch
It's like
of
a
drunks.
commune.
Have you like hung out with many skateboarders?
It's
No,
literally.
He has not.
I have not.
Have you ever
Obviously
seen
not.
Eat, Pray, Love?
No, I've not.
Okay. Well, there's this thing where she goes to like a yoga camp, okay? And she has to like scrub floors and things like that. This is like the opposite of that. Like it's the cooler version of that.
Right.
You go there and you build skateboard ramps and you drink a lot and probably smoke some weed.
Yeah, sleep with some ratchet ass chick.
Yeah, and then you learn a lot about your life.
Get an STD.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
And then you learn a lot about your life. You're ready to come home. I feel like.
Yeah, you when you don't know what the hell you're doing. Like, okay, you say you haven't hung out with a lot of skateboarders, but like you've hung out with some like fucking hardcore bottom of the barrel punk kids.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Same.
So
Exactly
it's just
the same.
like a commune of oogles.
Yeah.
And go there and just like.
The only difference is you're riding around on a weapon.
Oh well.
That's
yeah.
correct. Yeah.
I feel like it would be a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like fun to me.
Yeah. And like,
But also sounds like a whole lot of heroin.
well,
too.
the crazy thing too is
I mean,
like
yeah.
whenever
Maybe.
they like have a thing at the end of it where like they block off the gate, and as you're trying to leave, they come over to your car and they come in and they go, "What merch did you buy? What stuff do you have?" And if you didn't, they're like, "You need to give us some money because it's free to get in."
Oh, that's not Eat, Pray, Love at all.
No, but and I mean, I get it. It's fair because they're trying to like that's like how they make their money to live
Right.
another 6 months.
Well, and I think it's really just one of those places for people who don't know what they're doing with their life.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. So,
Oh, okay.
if I disappear for a few months, I'm probably at Skatopia.
Yeah.
So don't worry about
We're
me.
about to take a break, so you'll be fine. So we're at the end of the first hour. You know, does anybody have anything they'd like to promote?
I do. I have 2 shows this week. Well, 3 technically, including Inside Out. But you guys should know about Inside Out by now.
I want to say that one last Monday was pretty packed.
It was pretty packed, and it was super amazing. And I just love that people are loving our venue and loving what we're doing. Also, it was Royal's birthday, and Royal and I got crazy afterwards.
Ooh.
So that was fun. So Inside Out on Monday. Sign up if you want to be a comedian or if you just want to come hang out for happy hour and get some drinks. Starts at 8. The show starts at 9-ish with the comedies. We're going to try to start at 9 because if it's anything like it was last week,
Yeah.
we had to stop accepting signups.
I showed up at 9:30. Because, like, I'd been to a couple, and, you know, they kind of start late.
Yeah.
I show up at 9:30, the place is full.
It
And I
was
like,
full
holy
and we
shit.
were already started, and
Yeah.
we literally had to turn comics away last week, which is great. Like,
Yeah.
keep coming out. Thursday, I will be at Jean Cocteau Theater or Cinema, whatever, in Santa Fe, and that starts at 8. They have music at 8, and then the comedy starts at 8:30. That should be a fun time. It's $10 at the door. And then Friday is Royal Woods Comedy Anniversary, and I will be on that show, and that's at Tricklock Theater downtown, and it's also $10. So.
Okay. He's had some birthday fucking things. Now an anniversary in, like, the same 2 weeks. What's going on here?
It's Belmas, but for Royal.
Okay.
Yes. I wish my
Okay.
comedy anniversary was closer to my birthday because I could get away with having a big bash.
Okay.
But
All right. That's fair.
it's not. So.
Anyone else?
I have a big announcement.
I was going to say, you better have something.
Woo woo.
So, on Tuesday is my first release on Spotify, any streaming services. The album's called The Dirt I Settled In by Bellama. And it's got a lot of praise so far. And
It's so good.
And I'm pretty excited. I'm probably going to... we have a Perry, our bass player, is going to Chicago, and she's stopping by every cool college town and dropping off a little CD here. I had to make CDs today. I'll save that for the second hour, but it's a big to-do to actually get CDs. I don't think even people even have burners anymore.
No.
I do.
I have a burner, but I had to like put one in the computer just so I had one because it's just not a media anymore that anybody uses.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, I'm guessing
I'm a hoarder.
it's more of a symbolic gesture. Here's my thing I have, whereas, like, well, I'm just gonna stream it off, Spotify or some shit. And so I had to do that today, and I was
Weird.
they look cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like an actual, like,
I want a CD.
Well, they're gone now. They're
Dang it.
on the road
Nice.
across the Midwest.
That's amazing.
James Smiley, you got anything?
Nothing new. No, just look for me on Hulu second season of Midnight Texas and on Snatchers wherever that is streaming in your area.
Oh, nice. I have something. Today is July 14th. It was 13 years ago. I turned on a microphone and I started this show.
Oh shit, you're right.
13 long years ago.
This is the anniversary.
Yes.
Aww.
July 14th.
Wow.
And with that, I will announce Dialogue Brewing. We did last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? Yeah, it was last Saturday. Did you come back last Saturday? Yeah.
Yes.
So last Saturday we went over to Dialogue Brewing and we got with their brewer Ian and we made a new beer. It is going to be called the 10 Drink Minimum Brown Ale.
Ooh.
And it will be ready in about 2 weeks. And we will have a show. This is a celebration of our birthday of 13 years. And it's amazing, It's been a long time. It's like I'm getting all teary-eyed like thinking about it.
Aww.
It's been 13 years. I just really noticed it earlier that, it's July 14th.
That's tight.
It is our official birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Oh my God!
Tindray.
That means
Yeah.
I've been on this show for 8 years.
Jesus. You're
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
Gross.
I've almost been on the show a year.
A year?
I'm a baby.
You grows up and you grows up. So yeah, keep on the lookout. I talked to Samantha last night. We're going to have a beer release. We haven't said it yet, but it'll be at Dialogue Brewing. I don't know what the specifics are, but that's coming in the next few weeks. So
Awesome.
so excited about this because this. I mean, I love Tractor, and Tractor made a beer for us.
Yep.
But we really didn't have any like input in that, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. But this beer, we had full control. Holly wasn't there.
I wasn't
She
there.
she was in Roswell. But Billy, me, and James got up like first of all, making beer. Well, I'll tease this for the second hour. We'll talk about actually making beer and what it's like.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Yes.
And my boyfriend does that every single day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I totally understand where those arms come from now.
Yeah.
We'll
right?
we'll tease that for the second hour. But yeah, definitely check out our show. If you're new to the show, I see a lot of people coming in that have never probably seen this show, and they probably wondered what it was, and now they're watching it live for the first time. We're live here most Sunday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. You can actually watch us on 10drinkminimum.com. You can watch us on youtube.com on our YouTube channel, and you can go to facebook.com/10drink. All those places. If you ever wonder like what's happening within any of these people, like what our events are, there's an actual event thing on there, which we're trying to get better about adding stuff to. I didn't know about new events.
I just got booked today. So.
Okay. So we'll add those to the calendar. It actually has a calendar on our website, 10drinkminimum.com. So what you guys really need to do, go to Marble, get some of these seltzers because they are amazing.
Oh my
They're
God,
so
great.
good.
They did not give these to me for free. I paid for these myself. They don't even know. Marble has no idea that we did this. I want to say these are fantastic.
These are better than White Claw. The cucumber key lime.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Is it key lime?
And also,
Key
it's one of those
lime or
disclaimers you put in
lime.
like a YouTube video. It's like, I'm
Oh,
not
it is.
sponsored by these people, but I just
Nope.
want to let you know about this, new highlighter that I found. That's us, but for like local beer in Albuquerque.
We're gonna take about a 10-minute break. Everybody.
And also, we love you, Michigan.
Yeah.
We do love you.
Well, we love Michigan. We love Georgia for some reason.
And New York.
New York.
I'm still kind of mad at Georgia. Sorry, no.
I know. I hear you. California. We see you. We see you.
That's
We
all,
see you.
that's all Smiley's industry friends though.
I don't know.
It might be.
What are you guys
Because
talking
Georgia.
about?
And
So we got a lot of spiked views. So I want to talk. We'll talk about the second hour.
Okay.
Okay, New Mexico is not the biggest downloading state.
It is, but
Oh.
it got a run for its money last month, big time. But we'll talk about that. I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes. Definitely drink when you watch the show, as we do. But always remember,
never get too drunk to jerk 10drinkminimum.com.
I don't know if I can actually play the record on.
Billy, I'm so proud of you. I love the record.
Thank you so much.
It's really good.
Don't you come this way? What's the use of fire if you can't?
Yes.
But I see for all to climb. My fate was not the same as everyone is.
We got together on Valentine's Day.
I know. Jason and I realized that we're going to be together 3 months.
PBRs.
In a few days, and we're like, it feels like we've been together forever, but not that long.
Are you cold right now? It's so hot.
As the glass they throw it break. Walk this way. Was I that incommodious? Can I plead to keep my head?
I think I will be here
My
officially
fate is
next
not
week.
the same as
I think so.
everyone I slay.
No, August, because I went with you guys, or maybe 2 weeks. Because my second, no. In like 3 weeks, because I went with you guys to Hemp Fiesta. That was my 3rd show. my second official one.
All accounts, she cursed the sky, the crowd. Didn't say your prayer. You were the king who walked on shards of jars that held your people's faith. Now here is my mind will be clear before my hair rolls. Now here is my mind will be clear before my hair rolls. Chop.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
I can always strong. There was no use crawling
okay,
to the
Billy, honest opinion. Like,
I'm speaking of wishes, what it says, they could be better. Don't assume that I'm just way high. The world's apart, and I wanted to say,
I think it would help
us,
and
what
then
could be better?
myself.
How do you do that?
Yeah. And I didn't really want myself. Like, I was telling Jason. I was telling Jason that I've been blondish for 2 years. And I liked it, but I didn't like myself. So when I went dark again, I was like, gosh, I'm myself. I'm not trying to be anybody else. Like, yeah, there's purple in it. That's not natural. But yeah.
Okay.
It's like, there's so, I had so much on that the diet got me like a little bit to it. And I didn't know what was going to happen because I just had it was happening. And on the really long pieces, it just went straight purple. And I was like, oh God, like, I don't know if I like this, but I'm just tired of having
There was no use crawling to the start. I'm speaking of wishes,
oh God.
they could be better. Don't assume I'm just way high. The world's apart, and I wanted to say a portion for us. What could be better? How do you do that? To the place on, I'm back to my dream started. One day next to your skin. Chase it all, chase it all. You hear that sound? It's the sound of you taking me back. Your eyes say no, that look is mine. The pattern set for an asshole right in your ears. Come on, just a slice of what we had. Just the same, but you're a kind of ghost floating in a maze of mind demise. Had to set for a certain kind of time machine to take me to the dawn of when we met. Chase it all, chase it all. You hear that sound? It's the sound of you taking me back. Your eyes say no, that look is mine. A patent set for an asshole right in my ears. Come on, just a slice of what we had. things you say. On a colorless line, baby, I know what time does. The sun is a sum of one. And love is when it's all You took the earth from my mind until the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of. It's not about you, it's all about you. Crash. Take your time and look away. Realize the things you say. On a colorless line, baby, I know what time does. The sun is a sum of one. Love is when it's You took the earth from my mind until the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of. You took the earth from my mind until the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of.
I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
We're back for the wavy hour. Yes, you are correct, sir. Man. So we just realized, like, it's funny, like, I wasn't, like, planning on announcing that it was the 13th birthday, like, the 13th year, until I just kind of, like, looked at the date, and I went, oh, shit, today is, like, the 13th, literally the day of the first episode of 10 Drink Minimum 13 years ago.
You got a little teary-eyed.
Hold on. Do that again.
Oh, you got a little teary-eyed.
I did, a little bit, yeah. I mean, this is, you know, for 13 years, I mean, at least once a week, I'd say an average of 48 weeks a year. This show I've done, 13 years. And I was talking to a guy, Mark Yoshinimkov, who we used to be on his podcast channel. It was MYN.
I remember those days.
You remember those days, right?
Yeah.
We've been on a couple of channels. It's funny because, like, people are like, we're on this network, and I'm like, oh, cool, good for you. You know, I try not to, like, whenever other podcasters come in and they're like, yeah, this is what we're doing, and I'm like, oh, cool. I try not to stomp anything on it, you know, but I mean, you know, we've done all that. And it was Radio MYN or something like that. And then remember we were on that, like, MMA channel for a while. But I've done this show 13 years every week, and I was talking to him about it because he quit podcasting. Like, he's gone on, like, not in a bad way. He's gone on to, like, he does commercial work. Like, he's the, you know, you might turn on TV in the Cadillac and it's like Cadillac, you know, and it's his voice. And he is struggling because, like, he only gets to do microphone. Like, he gets to talk on a microphone, like, whenever there's a job. Right. And he's like, I'm thinking about podcasting, and I actually, like, we had this Twitter, like, back and forth, which I don't even use Twitter that much, about how, like, it's an addiction, and you feel like if you miss it, like, we take a week off, there's a holiday, and, you know, people always go, well, how can you talk on microphone for 2 hours? Well, when I can't, it affects me. Yeah. So
I'm that way about comedy, and now about 10 Drink. You guys have ruined my life in the best way possible.
Right. So, yeah. I mean, so there's that. I mean, it's, you know, 13 rockin' years of insanity, you know.
What is your favorite 10 Drink memory?
Wow.
Just off the top of your head.
Man, there's going to be about 20 of those, but oh, man. I'd say there's a really good photo on our Facebook page, and it's like Billy and me on stage at the art bar, and there's just stuffed animals everywhere. And I have, like, a silver skate shop skateboard. We did a show there. I mean, we did our show there every Sunday night for a year, you know. And it was like the moment, like, that was like, and the audience was packed that night, and it was weird to be on stage doing a podcast, interviewing people, and you had 20 people in the crowd, and we were giving away Tractor Brewing glasses, silver skate shops, skateboards.
Wow.
What else? I don't even remember. It was all kinds of shit.
I do remember that photo though at the very end. It was just like
and then there's a great photo of the very last. I want to say it was the last show we ever did there, and it's a really amazing photo. And there's probably like 20 people in that photo, and it's like those are you know, I look back on all those days and I kind of go, wow, you know, that was the beginning.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was when, like, people always go, how did it, you know, how did you do all this? Well, we were shit for a long time.
Yeah.
We were shit for probably seven of the years of the 13. And then, you know, we learned that, like, if we went out and we, like, met people and talked to them and told them who we were and showed them our personality, that they were like, you know, we weren't fake. We were like, you know, it was Billy and me, and then Smiley came in because we needed him, and then he became like organically became a part of the show, and that was like the beginning. And it's like since that first year at the Art Bar, and big thanks to Sky and Julie and Shaston and David for for giving us that opportunity, because like people didn't, even then people still didn't know what the fuck a podcast was.
Right.
Now it's like lexicon, big word, and from that first show we did it at Art Bar to now, it has every year escalated.
Oh yeah, totally.
And every year it goes more and more. It was about 3 years ago. Like we just had a year where it was just like, fuck, man.
We weren't in the studio at all.
Yeah, we
Wow.
every weekend.
we couldn't stay. Like we couldn't stay. Well, I was like, okay. So there was a moment in this house, like Billy and I were sitting there, and I was like, like it was after the Art Bar had closed down, and we'd moved back in into a house studio, and we were really tired of live shows because we'd done Art Bar, and then we had done Blackbird, which you cannot find a single Blackbird show because the audio. Love those guys to death. Their sound system was terrible, and every episode had a hum, and I just couldn't put it out. I was like, "Fuck this!" And there was a great show we did with Raven Chacon, gone, and now like Raven Chacon is like just blowing up all over the place, And I'm like, "Fuck, man!" If we have that episode where we have Raven Chacon on, to talk to him about his local band and not his art that's like exploding all over the world. He has like a huge gallery thing going on in Phoenix right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He lives in Canada. Blew my mind. But we just were tired. We were like, man, we can't do these live shows out anymore. And we learned so much.
Well, we learned a lot, though.
We did. Like when we got to the Art Bar, we were like, or not the Art Bar, to the Blackbird, we learned that we needed monitors really badly because you would sit on stage, anybody could hear each other at all.
Yeah, it was all
terrible.
We all need earphones or something because I can't hear. Marty was actually calling me on the phone. He's like, "You need to turn this mic up." I'm like, "Oh, good, because I can't hear anything."
Yeah, it was weird, and it's like finally, like, I mean, sadly, Blackbird closed, and that ended that era, and we like walked back in our house. And we were like, man, let's just set everything up, and it was like a dream. And then
we stopped doing interviews for a long time.
We did, and it got to finally. I sat down next. We went a good like 6 months in the studio, and I tell Billy, I'm like, you know what? I think we should just do 5 shows out a year, pick them, and like turn them into like events, and because everybody like acted like we were defeated.
Yeah.
They're like,
"So what are you doing now?
Where are you going to do your show at now?" We're like, "We're going to do it back at our house." And they're like, "Oh." Like it was like this, like, oh, dang. And finally I was like, I had enough. And I was like, all right, we'll do like 5 events out. And we'll turn them into we'll turn them into like a big thing. And as soon as we told somebody, it was over. Like they were like, boom, 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 boom. Like they were just like asking us all over the place. And I think we did like 10 events that year.
Wow.
And the thing is, like, especially, as hard as it was, to deal with somebody's dynamic, podcast or talking wise with a guest that we don't really know, we never had a shortage of guests. Like always asking to be on the show. Like, can I be on the show? Can I be on the show?
When are you gonna have me on?
Yeah, when are you gonna have me on?
Big time. So I don't know when the best memory is. I mean, there's so many great ones.
Okay, I'm gonna ask everybody though.
All right,
James, what is your favorite?
My favorite was honestly when they put a mic in front of me. I was doing sound on the show, and it was so casual. It was just like, "Oh, we have an extra mic. Hey, James, do you want a mic?"
Okay.
Okay.
As he drank half a pitcher of beer.
Cider, but yes.
Cider, that's right.
And the thing is, Smiley was always been the guy, like, special, because I'll say some bullshit. It's like, I don't know what I'm saying is true, and I'll look at Smiley, is that right? He's like, but this is, and then he'll chime in. I was like, this is why this is wrong, but also, that's really funny. And so I would always look to Smiley, I was like, is that right? because he's one thing he knows more things, especially like the bullshit I'm talking, especially music wise.
Yeah.
Like about bands and be like, oh yeah, so this guy's. Oh, I spout out like percentages, and he's like, that's not even right, Billy. But
that's not even right. So that's your favorite moment?
Yeah, honestly, when they just like almost like haphazardly like, oh, hey, do you want a mic?
Right. I don't know. We got an extra one. She just set up her Smiley.
Yeah. I was like, badass. All right.
And at that time, he wasn't on camera.
I wasn't on camera.
Wow.
I was running the soundboard because they were doing a live show on a stage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was running the soundboard.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a mic, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Billy, what is yours?
I wouldn't say like there is one memory. It's just being recognized for doing it, like peppered into like the years I've been, like, and things. There's people I don't know, but they know that I'm on 10 drink minimum.
Right.
And so it's one of those perks I get. It's
Yeah.
like walking into like a bar and it's like, these guys don't pay for shit.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of,
Yeah.
though not the memory on the show, but
Yeah.
just like after the fact, it's like, this makes me really feel
Oh.
really good.
My favorite line from the weekend was at Thirsty Eye Brewing, and Alex, the lady's like talking to us. She's like, you know, I was like, can I try your brown ale? I said, I just collaborated with Dialogue to do a brown ale, and I really want to get the taste. She goes, oh, are you a brewer? And then Alex goes, no, have you heard of 10 drink minimum? And the lady goes, I have. And she goes, well, this is the guy that runs it. And she goes, oh, that's local?
Oh my God.
I love that. I love that.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
She didn't know.
We
She
were
didn't
at Royal's party the other night, and Royal just, he does this thing. He was like, do you ever heard 10 drink minimum? He's like, and she's like, yeah, I have. It's like, that's him. She's like, shut the fuck up.
I know. Royal is so proud of us. And, oh my God, he might be one of our biggest fans.
Aw.
But I remember, I mean, obviously it's easier for me to pinpoint my favorite memories.
I was gonna say, what's your favorite?
Oh,
It's. I mean, you close to a year. I mean, we've
Close to a year.
had some good times. We've had some rough times.
we've had some rough times.
We went up to Trinidad. We went
we
up
did.
to-
Yeah.
You've actually gone on the trips. Like, you've actually met his parents.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard for me to pinpoint like exactly what my favorite memory is, except for, I guess, you know, that moment where I realized that you guys had my back, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
we were like a family, is when I was like, hey, I'm going up to Trinidad, and then we all got asked to go up there. And when we went up there, you guys went to my shows. You guys were so proud of me. And then we did a fucking podcast in a funeral home.
Weird.
And it was weird, but it was so fun. And it was like Trinidad very easily could have been scary for me because I didn't know anybody there. I mean, I knew people, but it would have been totally different if you guys hadn't have gone. It would have been scary, and I would have been staying in like a weird hotel room. And instead, I had like 3 brothers who love me and support me, and we were doing this weird thing in a funeral home together. And it was just cool for me to have, like, we all got to go and experience this cool thing. And we were all acknowledged for this cool thing that we do every week. And it was just cool. But I don't know. Honestly, probably above that is that time that you guys had me on as a guest for the second time and then said, hey, do you just want to, like, come back every week?
Right.
And
We
I
had already
didn't
talked
know.
about it.
I didn't know what this journey was going to be.
Oh, it's far from over.
And it's been probably one of the highlights of not only my career, but
Okay.
like of my life. This has been fun. And we go to Cloudcroft to visit your parents. Your
Yeah.
parents have adopted me. That's fun.
They want us to come again this summer,
Yeah, we should come.
and I feel like a summer trip would be really cool.
That'd be fun.
I mean, we
Cloud
could-
crawl, fuck yeah.
We should go.
Hiking and
Can I bring Hamster?
Absolutely.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Chris's parents' house is pretty much a ski lodge.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
dope.
is. It's so cute.
We could throw a huge party. I think we could take a bunch of people who really wanted to. Yeah.
So Holly was talking and it was great, but she's like, my favorite moment was like, I don't remember. In my mind, it was like, it was basically watching 50 Shades of Grey with Billy at the Airbnb.
That was fucking. You know, it's funny. It's funny how we were so we go to this Airbnb. They have no cable. They didn't have internet.
Yeah.
No.
So we're kind of I would get my phone connected to the neighbor, but like we were stuck with like the DVDs that they had.
Like the 4 DVDs.
I don't even think they had 4.
No, they had like, I don't know. All I remember is the 50 Shades of Grey. Because it was so funny to watch it with Billy.
Yeah. Oh, I was.
Oh, you guys were watching it too.
So at first we're like, oh, we're not gonna. And then like 30 minutes in, we're like, so they sleep together? What happens then? I mean, what's going on here? I mean,
Like, wait, he did not just do that.
No, wait a minute. You can't say that to a woman.
I loved getting a male perspective on 50 Shades of Grey because it was different. It's not what I expected.
Yeah.
I had a sporadic experience with that one because I was making breakfast.
Oh yeah.
I just
How about that?
What's
Smiley,
going now?
Smiley and I we would go to the store. We would get the food. And we were like dad in the house. We're like, all right, we did a good breakfast.
Yeah, it was a cool thing. Like we all really are like a family, and it kind of showed our different personality types.
Right.
You know, also when James thought the power went out in the Trinidad Airbnb, and it was just that he turned the lights off.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Okay, to be fair, I was fed a lot of edibles.
Hey, I didn't say it was a bad thing. It was great. I made sandwiches for everybody.
Very easy for me to have misconstrued the situation.
And then once we figured out that the power wasn't off, I was like, who wants a sandwich?
Right.
I'll make sandwiches.
I was dead asleep.
Chris was done.
I wake up to Smiley, like hovering, like standing over me. It's like, the power's out, guys. And I'm like, no shit, really? And he's like, yeah. It's like, well, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of Holly and Billy because like they shared a room both nights.
Yeah.
Like they didn't share a bed. They had separate beds.
Yeah.
But then also to get to the bathroom, you had to go through their room.
Yeah.
So I would wake up at like 3 a.m. and I'd be like, I gotta take a piss, and I would like they never wake up. I just walk in.
I sleep like the dead, and I am deaf in one ear, so I sleep on my good ear, and then I can't hear anything.
Oh, man.
It's great.
So I want to talk about the chat. Fernando Nardo Chavez, we see you. We definitely see you.
Oh, Fernando.
Ventura Madrid.
Yeah.
He says happy birthday, Tindring Minimum.
Oh, and happy
then,
birthday to him. He just turns like it was his birthday.
Yeah.
Like he's like a good 29 now.
I don't think he understands the talk because he said hamsters rule.
Oh, hamsters do rule.
Yeah, hamsters are boyfriend.
Shout out to Ben Madrid.
Yeah.
His Digital Bird media has been going on for a while. He's an amazing musician. Love him to death.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. So I want to say this. Like there was literally like in the first year 1, it was me and it was Tic Tac and it was my girlfriend Adrian. And there was literally conversations where I had like wish lists. Like, could you imagine if we did this show and this happened? And the wish list goes like this. Sponsored by a brewery. Check. Do a live show at a brewery. Check.
Double check.
You could check that off like a lot of times.
Do a live show at a bar. Check. You know.
It's like even though you had a girlfriend, getting all the tail.
Getting all the tail. Shh, no. And it's like those were like the like what if we actually did this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't, but I mean, you know, time went on and I stuck with it. I brought new people in. And with me and Billy and Smiley and now you, we've achieved farther than I had anticipated. I didn't think it would go that. I didn't think we would do that. I didn't think I would get picked up on a Friday and driven to Santa Fe to go have a meeting at Santa Fe Brewing so we could do a show there, and then end up doing, you know, a show at the Green Jeans and then at the Main, and then, you know.
You never thought a brewery would hit you up about making a beer for us.
No, that was never in there.
And now we have that twice.
And now we have it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly 3 times.
Oh,
Just
jeez,
saying.
yeah. Yeah. And then I remember, like, man, I would love to do my show at the Blackbird, and we did it. Can't hear it, but I mean, that's not our fault. I just remember that. But you're going to, because we're going to do a show at the Blackbird.
What?
Yeah.
Red Door Brewing is opening the Blackbird back up.
They're going to have a full bar.
We have
Kamikaze food truck, and they're going to have
In
a
the
grand
building.
opening. And we have been asked,
if we can do our podcast.
and I said yes.
hell yes.
Hell yeah, you should.
The return.
And from what I understand, they have heard that we, well, before my time, but
Yeah.
we as a show
Yeah.
enjoyed the Blackbird a whole
Yes.
hell of a lot. So I have it on good
I
authority
used to work there.
that we can do podcasts there pretty much whenever we want.
Kind of the words that were said to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's tight.
Yes.
So, I mean, big things are happening.
Yes.
I would like to the scenario going on in my head is like a movie scene, and like I go into Chris's room and he's just like whittling wood or like shaving metal for some reason.
Shaving metal. Just running a grinder
No,
with,
he's
with
running
a
a
mask
grinder.
on.
It's like Chris. Thing is, they need us back.
And I'm like, what? We're back?
No, thing is like Chris. You know, the Blackbird space is opening up, and then you're looking at me. It's like, they're done. Don't you get it? The Chris,
I'm done. I don't podcast no more.
It's like, Chris, they need us.
I'm too old for this shit. I threw my badge in.
And I'm gonna throw down like a file. And it's just like pictures of just like.
Yeah. And then you go, you always said, if I needed you. And I'll be like, I'll be there.
It's like they told me to assemble a crew, and then like it's
The
just
best
like,
of the best.
Gotta get this gang back together.
We got to do this shit.
Smiley- the Blackbird
Smiley's out
patio.
like working on a ranch, riding a horse. We drive up in a van next to him. We're like,
Holly just gets off a set from her comedy, and like somebody's waiting there. Like we're all 3 of us are waiting there. It's like Blackbird's back. What's up, the Blackbird? But it's a Red Door. But it's the same building.
Blackbird's back. All right.
I mean,
Ben Madrid says, Jaeger shots next time I see you all.
ooh.
And he knows that we are
A Jaeger
drinkers,
positive.
yeah.
We're Jaeger positive.
We're Jaeger
We are
positive.
Jaeger positive.
Although Jaeger makes me annoying, I feel like.
Oof.
I don't know. You guys dealt with me with
Well,
Jaeger.
here's the weird thing
Not
about
annoying?
drinking alcohol in general, because I've never experienced it. Everyone will tell you, like, oh, there is a whiskey drunk, there is a beer drunk,
Yes.
there's a gin drunk,
Yes.
and there is a tequila drunk.
Yes.
Is there a Jaeger drunk?
Yes, it's called I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Don't tell me what not
yeah,
to do.
It's called blackout. Okay. The last time I had Jaeger was at
Our show?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I woke up in a parking lot.
Yes.
Oh.
I was not like someone was prodding me to see if I was alive,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What the hell? Where am I at?
Yeah.
Who are you?"
Mine wasn't quite that dramatic, but I Irish goodbye'd everybody and then showed up at my boyfriend's house and he was like,
Here you are.
He's like,
"What
on your
happened to
nose.
you?" And
It's called
the
Jaeger.
next morning I woke up and I was like, "Oh no."
I mean, like, are you gonna drink Chardonnay and like hit like wine bottles with a golf club? No, I imagine that's like a beer drunk.
That sounds
that's-
badass.
That sounds like fun. We should do that.
Fuck yeah.
Whereas if you're like gonna drink whiskey, I imagine it's like an angry, sad, I'm gonna fight somebody drunk.
Oh, I'm so nice on whiskey. I hug people and tell them they're pretty.
What kind of whiskey are you drinking, man? Come on.
The good shit.
I don't know. The thing is, I'm not familiar or like astute to the different drunkennesses.
You
But,
go
and
for
Billy,
some-
Billy doesn't. Billy, okay. If Billy gets Old Crow, or
that shit's delicious.
say, fuck, what's the high end? You're better this time.
Makers?
Jameson?
Jameson?
No,
Makers?
high end.
Makers?
Come on.
Oh,
throw
high
some
end.
Like, say you get Broken Trails.
Uskeba or what's that?
No, that's a scotch. I don't know.
I just did a scotch.
I'll be back.
He gets some Japanese whiskey. He's like, same, tastes the same. That's Billy. He doesn't have a taste for it. Like it's not a thing for him, huh?
Bookers?
Okay, Bookers. Okay, Billy and I wound up at the library. Gross.
Okay, so Ben and I have a relationship with alcohol and partying because I used to go on tour with this guy. He has some stories that only my girlfriend knows about. And actually, you probably know them too. I actually probably told him on the show. But so he has seen me at my worst. And so, with that being said, what's that saying? It's like Ben
see me at my best
has dealt with me worse. So he's seen me at my what's the Marilyn Monroe quote?
They said Johnny Walker Blue.
Still scotch.
Still scotch. So here's how you know you're not compatible with someone you're on a Tinder date or on a not a Tinder date but a app date with. She's like, I don't really go downtown. If I go downtown, I go to the library. And you think what?
I think that they are not really downtown people. I think there's not one kind of personality set.
But what do you think when she says she's going to the library?
She
This happened to me Thursday, by the way.
She likes her ass licked. I don't know.
She's talking about the public library.
Oh shit!
And you thought like I thought, and you went, "Ew."
What did I walk into?
No, Joe. She likes. I'm sorry. I'm saying like her ass eaten. I'm sorry.
Because like there's a bar downtown called the Library for everybody who doesn't live in Albuquerque. So I went on a date on Thursday. This is how I knew we were not compatible. She's like, "Well, I don't really go downtown anymore. And when I do, I go to the library."
Oh, gross.
And I go, "Why? Why would you go?" Like I get disgusted. I go, "Why would you go to the library?" And she goes, "Because I like to read books." And I went,
oh, no.
Oh, the library. The real library.
I like how I had the same reaction you did. Yeah. And I am a
my
book reader.
First go-to is like she likes her ass eaten out.
Yeah.
So.
Right?
And me, I'm just like, what? You don't go downtown for years, and when you do, you go to the fucking library? And then she's like, well, yeah, I like to read books. And I go, oh, the real library.
Oh.
We are not going to work.
We're not compatible.
No, ma'am.
I read books. I read lots of books while I'm drunk. Also.
There you go. At the library.
Not at the public library. I would never go to the public library.
I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, yeah.
They also have books.
I would not read any of the books there because they're probably infected with something.
Blech.
Just saying.
To be fair, they have some of the cheaper prices of High Life.
I mean, sure,
at the
but
public
also
At the public library.
Does anybody want this one? Shelby, you want this one?
I haven't tried that one yet.
Okay. Oh, Frank Holloway is watching.
Frank! Oh, I have a funny story
about Frank Holloway. Oh, shit, yeah.
So on...
He owns Hollow Spirits. Let's just give the context real quick.
So on Thursday, my friend Alex and I hung out. My friend Alex, who takes all the photos, like my lemon party pictures and all that stuff.
I'm sorry, lemon party?
Yeah. It's anyway. It's me in a bathtub full of lemons.
Okay.
If you go to my website, I'm sure you'll see them.
Lemonparty.com?
Anyway, so he says, hey, do you want to go to Hollow Spirits? I said yes, because why wouldn't you, right?
Great food, great
so,
booze.
First of all, I got, finally, the 50-50 burger.
And?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I took a bite of it, and Alex was like, oh, my God, what do you think? And I literally, these are the words that came out of my mouth. I said, this burger is so good, the whole kitchen staff could run a train on me right now.
Yes.
So Alex says, I'm going to tell Frank when he comes over. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, I can't tell Frank that, but you
Frank.
can.
He's so nice. He's like,
well, okay. He was really excited about it. But
about running a train on you, or for like you liked his burger?
Both, I think. You'd have to ask Frank. I don't know. He seemed fine. So I wrote an actual Google review.
Nice.
That said the 50-50 burger is so good I would let the kitchen staff run a train on me. But I changed it since then because
you weren't drunk.
I needed to change that.
Okay.
But oh my God.
So good.
So good. And then Frank also, I got to taste their whiskey that's coming out, and it has a smoky finish. It is
I didn't get to do
so
that.
fucking good.
Frank.
No, let me tell you why I got to taste that. This guy, I'm not going to say his name, he showed up and I was like, please don't recognize me. He totally did. He mansplained comedy to me, and Frank dipped out. Like, Frank was like, I'm so busy right now. And if he's still watching, he knows what I'm talking about. He totally dipped out. And then that guy went and found the distiller guy, and he had a taste, and he let me have a taste of it. But
they only have like 75 bottles.
it is so
Yeah.
fucking good. And it was still like cask or whatever. I don't know what they call it. So
Dude,
it was
lucky.
unproofed.
Right.
But it was so good. Oh my God. Hollow Spirits. Honestly, this isn't because Frank is my friend. It isn't because
No.
they're paying us anything. Hollow
No.
Spirits is so good. Their cocktails are on point. Their service is on point. Their burger. Oh my God. Move
Yeah.
over green chili cheeseburger.
Yeah, that 50-50 is.
you had it?
50-50 burger.
Yeah. Well, after you recommended it, because we had an entire show about burgers.
Yeah.
We fought, almost killed each other one night.
50-50 burgers are the best. 50-50 burgers at Hollow Spirits is the best burger Berkey has to offer.
I never had a good. I mean, I was blown away. I was.
There's
like,
two things we don't
fuck.
talk about on the show. It's politics
Burgers.
and burgers.
Yeah.
Because
Because I will
We-
freaking
we-
throw a fit.
Yeah.
But I finally had a 50-50 burger.
Worth it.
And
Oh my God.
I'm thinking about the algorithm that Google has as far as reviews. Like, of course, they say this is shit or like this is fucking delicious. But if it will let somebody run a train on me through, then that's fair. I'm like,
I mean,
okay.
I said I would let the whole kitchen staff run a train on me. That burger was so good.
They
That's
don't
what
allow-
came out of my mouth after 2 bites of that burger.
Yeah.
And Alex was like, I have to tell Frank this. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, sure.
It's
fine.
fantastic. It's weird. I have 2 choices when I go to eat there. They actually have a new menu out because their kitchen is fully.
And it's delicious.
They have a brand new menu
Oh my God.
because they have a full kitchen now.
The fry flight.
Is insane. I had
The
this the other night.
The sweet potatoes with the marshmallow cream. I just
Yes.
want a flight with just
They
sweet
have
potato
a French
fries.
fry flight.
Oh
Yes,
my-
it's so good. They have a whiskey ketchup. They have some other sauce that I don't know what it was, but then the marshmallow, and this is
Yeah.
why I don't know what the other sauce is, because I tasted the marshmallow and I didn't care.
There's a spicy ketchup, I think, and
It's whiskey ketchup,
whiskey ketchup.
and then the marshmallow sauce for the sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God, this is
something
Dude,
else.
amazing.
dude.
You're killing me here.
Somebody
So
ordered.
good.
Okay, first of all, I haven't ordered this yet. I just ate someone
It's
else's.
so good. So the marshmallow like dipping sauce made me want to get a French fry flight with just the sweet potato fries with the marshmallow dipping
So
sauce.
good.
He said it's possible. You guys should go do that. It'll
Yeah.
make your dreams come true.
It's fantastic. I eat 2 things there. I eat the 50-50 burger or the poke bowl.
I haven't had the poke bowl yet.
It's fantastic.
And shout out to Hollow Spirits for broadening my culinary palate. But
Tristan Rogers,
I
man,
didn't,
chef.
I didn't
He's
know,
so good.
I didn't know what a charcuterie
Charcuterie board.
board was until I went there.
And it's funny because
Yeah.
they came out I'm sure other places had them, but they came out with it. Now it's all over.
So
the place.
good. Oh,
Now everybody has one.
And can we also just talk about, you want to talk about a great local place to
Yeah.
go? And I'm sorry to people that aren't local, but I just
Yeah.
want to say that these people, it's like you walk in there and it's like a family environment.
Yeah.
Like,
They show all the United games that are
Yeah.
away.
they support Albuquerque
Big
and
time.
they're so amazing. And again, this is not an advertisement. Frank Holloway is not paying me for this. He should have paid
he's
me.
gonna.
I know. He
Should have paid you
should.
for the train he ran.
I
on you.
know. Nobody ran a train on me. It was a hypothetical. Let's be real, because Hamster's going to listen to this and lose his mind.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'll be like, I went to this place and the fucking pizza was so good. The kitchen staff could run a goddamn train on my
me.
ass.
I mean, really, it was like, And that was my first response when I ate that burger. I've never had that response to a burger in my life. I've probably never had that response to any food ever.
You're talking about like
it's really amazing.
from 1 to 5 smokestacks or train smokestacks.
Yeah. This
it
was
5?
like, oh my God, 5 out of 5 would recommend so many smokestacks. Choo choo.
It
We
really
all line up. In a
I ate
single
the whole
file
burger
line.
too. And if you've ever eaten around me, you know I eat like a little bird. Like I save food. I ate the whole thing.
it is the second bite. The first bite you're like, this seems pretty good.
But that second
and
bite-
the second bite you're like, this is amazing.
You can
Yes.
run a train
I
on me
think
right
I just
now.
found God.
Yes. You can run a train on me right now.
When I first read it, I was like 50-50, 50% beef, 50% chorizo, and I
It
went,
sounds weird.
I don't know about
No.
that. Yeah, fuck it, I'll order it.
Delicious.
Motherfucker, yeah.
That is the Albuquerque burger. I'm
Yes.
sorry, green
Yep.
chili cheeseburger gone, and they put
Well,
like a slice of green chili
Yeah,
on
they
it.
put they do. They put like a little
Oh,
long.
it's
Like the sky opens up and you're like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're like, it's on the second bite. You're like,
My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Are they still going to be open?
And the funny thing about
No.
like
Dang it.
Frank is listening to this show and he kind of wants to get the word out. It's like don't listen to this episode because we're just talking about running trains because of how good.
Well, yeah, it's a drinking establishment. I'm
Mom,
sure.
look at this praise I got in this freaking
Well, and
podcast.
NF met Frank's mom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, his
really?
mom's his mom's part of the establishment, and I was talking to Tristan, the chef, and he actually there was like some strife whenever they open, and she was like, well, why are you bringing in like these non-traditional foods? I mean, like, why don't we have like it's New Mexico? Why don't we have a New Mexico thing? And he's like, because that's everywhere. Why don't we
Right.
bring in things that people never had? And then boom, and like I feel like he's just on point.
He's
I
killing
would
it.
like the conversation to have gone is like why we didn't put these. Well, the thing is, Mom,
You can't handle the truth.
no, Mom. The thing is, like, if you've served our food to the millennial generation, they're just running trains in the parking lot, in the kitchen area, and like the train tracks right there. Like it's not a good scene. For
I feel
us.
like they should make me a spokesperson now. Just
The thing is,
like
I'm just like, like
the burger's
first-
so good, run me a train. Like that train tracks right next to our building.
oh my God.
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, like, you just walk into work, like, actually, like, going out, like, after, like, you've closed up and you're, like, wiping off
Right.
the counters, and just you go walk outside and everyone's just having a train.
Just trains being ran.
And if you don't know what running a train is, Google it.
That's
Oh,
gotta be
gosh.
the happiest.
Urban Dictionary, that shit.
That's gotta be the happiest kitchen staff in the world.
Oh,
They're like,
man.
we won an award for our hamburger. Oh yeah, cool. No, it's a good one. What's the award? We get to run a train on somebody.
We had to run a train on local comedian Holly Bird.
No.
They're- like,
Choo choo, coming into the station. As long as I get a free one of those, I'd be fine. I'm just saying, Frank Holloway.
Get a spoon.
Oh my God, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I took this way too far because I think it's funny.
Welcome to 10 Drink Minimum, guys. 10 Drink Nation.
This is the wavy hour.
Do not offer me free food for a train. That is not going to happen.
Wow.
I'm in a committed relationship.
Oofta.
unless
Not
it's
going to
a
happen.
50-50 burger, because that thing is amazing.
Ooh, that thing is really good. I just thought it was funny to bring up that was my reaction, and then my friend told everybody.
She said you could run a train on her. It's fine.
Oh my God,
She's cool.
It was fine. The look on Frank's face
Oh, poor
was
Frank.
priceless.
He's so nice.
No, he said. You know what Frank said? You know what? I'm
Oh,
just
I'd love
gonna
to know
say
this.
it. Because I was kind of like, oh, Frank is such a sweet guy. He's not gonna say anything. And
Okay.
I think he was so shocked and like didn't know. He just goes, I want to go last. I like it sloppy.
Oh, gravy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying,
Spoon
hamster,
man.
don't get upset.
Yeah. Hamster, it's all jokes.
Hamster is jokes. But it
It was in the
Okay,
script.
So
predetermined.
here's what happened though when that happened. To have a feminist moment of the more you know. So while my friend is telling Frank this joke that is obviously between friends, and we knew that Frank was not going to be a creepo about it. Like he said a thing, but it was obviously joking.
Yeah.
because I know Frank. Like, it's not like I don't know him. This guy had walked up.
Oh, no.
And he heard that and took that as some kind of a cue. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go out and smoke or vape, whatever you want to call it. I go outside. He grabbed my ass, and I was wearing short shorts.
What?
And he grabbed my ass in such a way that made me really uncomfortable.
You should have fucking clocked him in the balls.
And here's the thing about when things like that happen. He appreciates my comedy. He was bringing up my comedy, all this stuff, and then grabs my ass. I was so uncomfortable that I literally just went inside and told my friend I wanted to leave.
I'd have fucking kicked him in the balls.
Yeah.
You know what I find really lets someone know that you're not into them? If you just start punching yourself in the crotch.
Right in the balls.
Till your knuckle bleeds.
But, yeah, so he heard that and I guess saw that as an invitation.
You know what I'd tell him? I'd be like, you know what? If you wanted to sleep with me, I find you so disgusting, I would crush glass and shove it up my vagina so I didn't have to fuck you, you worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
Hamster was not happy about hearing that at all. He was like, do I need to start going with you everywhere? Jeez.
Well, I mean, men are just fucking pieces of shit, and I don't get why we have to be. We
Right.
don't, you know. Did you see the thing I posted the other day where it's like, men over 50, like the biggest death is like suicide because...
Yeah, that was saddening. Because,
It's very saddening.
Because that's very real.
We don't
How many friends did we have die this last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, people, I know white males, like everybody's like, we're the evil people. And part of it is because we grew up where like I know this happened to me where it's like, men don't cry. Don't cry.
Yeah.
Don't cry. Why are you crying?
And
like,
here's the thing.
That was said to me.
Here's the thing. I know that I say men are trash a lot, but I don't think all men are trash.
No.
You guys are great. You guys are my brothers, and I love you, and you treat me with respect, and you protect me, and you guys hear a story like that, and you're like, we're going to kill him.
Yeah.
My boyfriend is amazing. Treats me with respect, lets me do what I need to do, doesn't care. He wasn't upset about me saying that I wanted a whole kitchen staff to run a train on me until he said, except for apparently men can't handle it, and I don't want...
They can't take jokes.
And he was like, I'm just worried for your safety because men think that it's okay after they hear that. Yeah. But he was like, otherwise, that's a really funny joke. Yeah. That's great. But, I think it's also because when little boys are little, it's a lot of...
Big time.
Boys will be boys.
Well, let me read you the quote, and I love this. This is a guy, Matt Haig. Male suicide is the biggest killer of men under 50. It's preventable. Let's not man up. Let's not tough it out. Let's find strength instead. Let's show our vulnerability. Let's stop faking macho bullshit. Let's change.
Yes.
And that's absolutely right. And this actually happened because, to me, like, I actually posted that because earlier this weekend, I posted a thing, which I posted it kind of as funny, but I kind of posted it as real. And it was, I wrote, I should have got the chai latte like a real man.
Right.
And
I saw the comments on that.
And people wrote, said no one ever.
Yeah.
And I said, no, actually, I just said that.
Right.
And it was also, then all of a sudden someone said, with sarcasm, I'm sure, no, I drink chai lattes all the time. I was actually at Starbucks one time, and I ordered a chai latte, and one of the Starbucks guys yelled out, chai latte, the vodka spritzer of Starbucks yelled that out.
Oh, wow.
And it's like this toxic masculinity. It's like, I'm 6'2", 280 pounds, big guy. I'm very imposing, and I drink chai lattes, and I love them.
Right.
So if I could still drink caffeine,
I mean,
that would be my drink of choice.
We got to stop making men feel weird for having emotions.
Yeah.
But
liking things because it's not manly.
Right. But let me just tell you this right now. You grab my ass.
Yeah.
To make yourself feel manly, I will make you feel like less of a man afterwards. So just stop. Don't do that.
It's terrible.
Not fun.
No.
Yeah. So that's what happened to me. But so yeah, Frank
Yeah,
Holloway's burger.
You can
is,
only play grab ass with friends.
Yeah.
Well, the only people's ass I grab are other men.
Right. I mean,
Not because I'm gay.
no,
Because
you're very manly
There's an
and you're
actual
secure
game called
with
grab ass.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're secure in your masculinity.
Well, I guess, yeah. Whatever that means.
Nobody knows what that means.
Nobody knows
what that means.
Nobody
you know?
knows.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually really weird. I was taught a game to keep someone from grabbing your ass. It's called grab ass, and the whole point is to keep the other people from grabbing
Right.
your ass.
Terrible.
Also, before we go, I just wanted to. This is a very local
we're
thing.
not going. We're going forever. This is never.
Oh,
ending.
okay, perfect.
Go ahead.
This is very local. I don't know if you guys knew Ernestine Romero.
I didn't know her.
I didn't know her either.
I actually didn't know of her until this
Yeah.
happened.
I knew of her. I knew her. She was a very, very sweet lady.
Yeah.
Very talented. She had she got murdered
By her husband.
By her husband. It was a murder-suicide. She worked for the state. So I just wanted to say rest in peace to her and
Yeah.
give love to her family. But it's a very New Mexico thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to not say anything. I had the pleasure of meeting her and working with her. And she was a very, very sweet and talented lady.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, she was pretty big. Like I
Yeah,
saw a show she
she's-
played.
Yeah,
And
oh,
I-
yeah.
She's
a
like a-
few of our musicians that I know of
Yeah.
worked with her. And
I didn't know that.
she
yeah.
was very talented. She was Tejano?
Was she Tejano or Banda?
Tejano.
No, she's Tejano. Like,
Tejano.
Oh, yeah,
like,
okay.
it's like
Yeah,
Spanish,
and,
Mexican music.
She has been compared to Selena and stuff, and she
Yeah.
was a very, very sweet, sweet woman. And it has been weighing heavy on me all weekend. So, who knows what happened? I don't know. Who are we to judge? But it's a bad situation. So,
Yeah.
Well, condolences to the family.
yeah, it's.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was a weird weekend. I had a burger that made me want the kitchen staff to run a train on me, and that happened.
And
so.
the Duke City Gladiators won the title.
That's true.
They're 2-time champions, and like half the city doesn't even know that they exist.
Right.
Sadly.
That's the things.
Sadly, it's like Billy and I went a couple weeks ago. It was a really amazing, fun time. And it's funny because like football is like the biggest sport in the nation, and we have a football team in like Albuquerque, and you'll bring it up to people, and they're like, "Yeah, but that's indoor football." And I go, "Okay, was it any less fun?"
No.
It was a lot of fun, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's still the same hitting, still
Yeah.
the same.
Oh yeah, but I mean the other thing too is it's like it's kind of like if you merged football and hockey
Yeah.
yeah.
because there's a wall around the field.
Yeah.
It's a smaller scale too, so there's like
Yeah.
high scoring.
So when they go to
time.
run around the outside, they'll like tackle them into the wall. Like it's
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then like if the receivers like they throw the football too high, I've seen this. They'll catch the football and then someone will hit them and they'll go over the wall and like land in the crowd or land on the So it's a lot of fun, and per 10 to $15, you take your family and you go out there and you can drink at the games. A lot of fun. But we're now 2-time CIF defending champions.
Right. Oh, we should also talk about the United.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Oh,
even though they lost the game, I watched it,
Yeah.
and they got the first
Goal
goal of the game.
Well, it was a Major League Soccer team.
It was. And this is our first year.
Yep. We
But-
beat 2 Major League Soccer teams.
Yes.
The third one
You're a
apparently was
great
good.
run.
The third one actually fucking played.
But I think what we're seeing with
Yeah.
all of this, including my friend, including the football team, including United,
Yeah.
we should support local.
Well,
just support local.
Here's how I feel. Like there's been this movement that's organic, and it only can be. And I feel like, Albuquerque's like known for its like hard edge. It's like I literally was at one of your shows the other day, and somebody goes, "Oh, are you new here? You should probably stay out away from Central." And I'm like, "That's fucking bullshit and ridiculous.
Yeah.
You shouldn't promote
It's
that."
dumb.
And I feel like that because
the
of
most well lit, patrolled area
Yeah.
in the
I
entire
have
city.
never been hurt on Central.
right, and I feel like that our city's trying to take a turn and like become a city. Because when I first moved here, they were trying to build a stadium downtown, and the city government was for it, and everyone who lived in Albuquerque was like, "Fuck that! I'm not
Yeah.
paying for that shit."
It took me almost 12 years
Yeah,
to get art in here.
right.
I started that when I was
His fault.
16 years old.
And then now I was listening to the Jim Villanucci show on ESPN. He's the local ESPN announcer.
He is.
And he did a thing on his show, and he was like, because the United announced that they are actually actively doing the pre-whatever for the stadium, for a new stadium. And it's either going to be in the district, the rail yard district,
Yeah.
or the
I heard this one's off the table.
it's off the table, but the Sawmill Lofts area.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So those are
Sawmill.
the two areas that have been proposed. Now, on the Jim Villanucci show, which has call-ins and all that shit, he goes, yeah, who's for and who's against this? 16 people called in, 16 people for.
Of course.
None against.
This team, I was just talking to Jason about this. Jason, hamster, whatever.
Yeah.
Dang, snitch.
I know.
Bitch, telling names. His
he's-
house just exploded.
I know.
Black
He-
helicopters.
He is really into soccer.
Yeah.
He's a huge soccer fan. He's a Liverpool fan,
you
which
mean
means now I'm a
men's
Liverpool
soccer?
fan.
Yes.
Men's soccer. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because now soccer is,
Soccer or men's soccer?
yeah, because go U.S. women's
Yes,
soccer team.
yes.
I cried, just
I
by the way.
was pretty excited.
For the women's soccer team. Anyway, he's really into soccer, which has
Yeah.
gotten me kind of into it just because he's so excited. And I've never had somebody in my life that's like, oh, I love soccer so
and
much.
you have to go to a United game, right?
We have not gone yet.
Oof.
We were supposed to go. Yeah. But he loves the United. Red Door, actually, they
Yeah.
all love United. And I have to say, this soccer team has brought our city together.
Big time.
If you
It
think
really
about
has.
it, this is the biggest thing that's happened. We should all be supporting it. And even if you don't love soccer, you could love that our city loves
Which
something.
I did not. I
Right.
did not like soccer. I was never a soccer fan.
See, and
I
I,
have
think that's a
missed
lot of it.
One home game.
Wow.
That's all I missed. I'm going to the Cardiff City exhibition on Thursday. We're playing
Wow.
an English
Yeah, Cardiff.
team on Thursday at the UN. It's not even at the Isotopes Park. It's at UNM. It
Yeah.
only holds 7,000. You had to actually go in person and buy the tickets. Got a ticket. I'm going.
God damn, man, that's awesome.
Awesome. But this is the thing. I think Albuquerque has needed this.
Oh, big time.
And when we get a stadium that's gonna make
Yeah.
jobs, that's gonna create
Yeah.
so many things. But let's just talk about the fact that we're all united. We all love it. We had a good crowd
Yeah.
in where was it? Minnesota?
Minnesota. We had a. They did what they did is one of the local. I can't remember, or not local, but one of the
Somebody
airlines.
sponsored so
Yeah.
that people could get discounted rates.
Yep. It was.
And oh my God, we had a great
Yeah.
turnout. And that's the thing about Albuquerque
Yeah.
that I love is that we literally support anybody
Yeah.
who comes from here, and we will cheer them to death.
Well, we had 2 weeks. We had UFC the week Saturday before, which
Yes.
was Diego Sanchez, and then he's gone a little nuts.
He's gone a little nuts.
And then we had Holly Holm, and then we had John Bones
Bones
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah.
Holly got beat.
Yeah.
She got caught. I don't think this is the end of Holly. Holly is
It's not.
amazing. John Bones Jones, greatest pound for pound.
Didn't he go the distance?
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
but it was clear that he won, and he's pound for pound the best. I mean, he's one away from most title defenses of all time. So then the next week we had United at Minnesota.
yes.
And one of the airlines gave a deal where it was like $200 for your ticket both ways with I guess you didn't get a place to stay, but it was like you got a discount, some sort of discount.
It was like $230 like round trip.
Yeah. Which
Not
to
bad.
Minnesota, shit, man. So
Midwest is hard to get to.
There was literally one flight. There's a picture on the United Instagram, and it's all United fans in the plane.
Yeah.
That's tight.
It was beautiful.
They even showed, and here's what makes me laugh, and I love this, and this will fucking make us more, every time we play away from Albuquerque, the announcers, and they were the same in that fucking game, are anti-Albuquerque. Every fucking time. They trash us. They say fucked on like negative shit, like little like negative fucking things. But they did show the crowd, and they showed like the whole like section that was like just United fans in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was a whole little section.
Like
100
100 people like just fucking there,
It was great.
Yeah.
So, go New Mexico.
Yeah. And that's amazing.
And now I'm a soccer fan.
Yeah,
so.
it's a big deal, man. Super great.
Here
Super
for it.
excited. You see my flag that's like behind
I know.
Billy,
It's great.
It's all there. Yeah,
Also, they don't have Pie Town on there.
I know, that's disappointing.
Are you sure?
I was upset because I saw Estancia before I saw Albuquerque, and that made me upset
Oh,
because I
Albuquerque's-
used to live in
yeah.
Estancia. I finally found Albuquerque.
Okay.
But
You sure there's no Pie Town on there? They have Grady, which is where I went to high school. They
I
have
don't
Floyd.
see I don't see a Pie Town on there.
It could be behind the logo.
Oh, maybe.
Because there's like some of them you can kind of see half of them. We're talking about the fly. Whatever. It's here or there. Anyway. So, yeah. It's been 13 years. We've got a beer coming out. Pretty excited about it.
We already have a beer out, too, if you want to
10
check it
drink
out.
brown ale. I should get... I thought about this today. I was like, I should get stickers made that are brown and white.
Yeah.
And then instead of the .com, it has ale.
Yeah, I like it.
And I was like, I'll hit up Tammy and see if she can get those. She can get them done before. Good Sign, one of our favorite local businesses. They make all of our stickers. If you're looking for local stickers, or you're looking for high definition fine art prints, Good Sign.
Go to the Good Sign.
You know what they do?
Good
They
Sign.
don't pay us. They don't pay us to do any advertising for them. They just make great shit for us, and I love it.
And
They
we-
just do a good job.
We just love them.
And they give us a friends and family discount. To be fair.
To be fair.
But they're great people. Good Sign, local. They did all the Breaking Bad prints and stuff like that. So cool. We got. Do we know like what we're doing after this? Like we have a dinner or something? No, we're going to Anodyne or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going
I
to
might not make
Anodyne?
it, but
You're not gonna make it?
mm,
Oh, well, all right. I guess we're not. Or maybe we're not. I don't know.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. You guys have anything to promote?
I have my open mic every Monday at Inside Out.
Starting to become kind of like a thing.
It's
like a
it's
big
kind
deal.
of a thing. It's kind of a big deal.
Big deal.
It's me and Royal, and if you've never seen us together, it's definitely worth that. And then Thursday, I will be in Santa Fe, New Mexico at the Jean Cocteau Cinema. And Friday, I will be at Trick Lock Theater for Royal Wood's anniversary comedy show. So you don't want to miss
When
that.
that's at? Friday?
Friday.
Okay.
And I believe it starts at 9:30 and it is $10. So it's not bad. You get comedy all night. It's at Trick Lock. What more could you want? Nothing more.
Hand jobs.
Not gonna do that. Not
okay.
gonna do
Well,
that.
I'm just saying, what more could I want? You threw it out there.
Well, I mean, you could ask Royal. Royal
No,
might
that's
give you
fine.
a hand
Oh,
job.
that's fair. That's fine.
He's
That's
got
totally
big
fine.
hands.
He
He has good hands.
I mean, is does he have calluses? I mean, is he working
I
in the
don't
yard
think
a lot?
so. No, I think his hands are really smooth.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
So ask
in.
Royal for hand jobs.
just close my eyes,
10 Drink Nation, please, if you come to my show on Friday, ask Royal for hand jobs.
Yes.
He
And
will
also,
hate
I don't have
it,
to
but
close
it'll
my
be
eyes.
fun.
It's Royal.
It's Royal. He's hot.
Yeah, I get my nut regardless.
He's
I
a hot
mean,
piece. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dime piece
I love
for
that.
sure.
People come up to him like, "Hey, I'm here for my hand job."
Please, somebody do it. Just one person. He will hate it, and I will love it.
Go to Monday Comedy Nights. Mention 10 drink minimum and get your free hand job.
Yeah. Oh, you
From
know what?
Royal,
You
yeah.
can come on Monday too and ask for a hand job from Royal Wood, local comedian extraordinaire, my
yeah.
best friend. Please ask him for a hand job, and he will be so confused and hate me by the end of the night.
Go to Holly's show on Mondays and order a Bloody Burnett from Victoria.
Yes, that also.
Yeah.
But also ask Royal for hand jobs,
Yeah.
please, and thank you.
Handy. Billy, what do you got?
Nothing other than my freaking new album, The Dirt I Settle In, is out.
Where can people buy it?
They can buy it on Bandcamp. I understand it's really difficult to buy things on because iTunes is dead. You can normally buy for 99 cents for a song.
You don't want to sell your song for 99 cents a piece?
Oh, we can. We can go to Bandcamp, Bellama's Bandcamp, and buy the record or buy it song by song. It's 99 cents, but buy the whole record for anything you want to pay.
Can you buy it on Amazon?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Buy it on
Go buy
Amazon.
us.
You can also listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah, you can just be like, Alexa.
But he'd prefer if you bought it.
But yes, please
it would-
also
yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
But also,
Because
So you can have it forever.
I
Yes.
read this thing.
oh, sorry.
I read this thing the other day. Peter Frampton. Baby, what is the song? Baby, I Love Your Way or whatever.
Hey, baby, I love
Yes.
your ways.
In 1 month, that song had 1.4 million
No, it was
listens.
53 million.
53 million. Sorry, 53 million listens in 1 month.
Holy.
How much money do you think that made on Spotify?
I have no idea.
$53 million.
$1,400
What?
$1,700.
or something like that. It
Okay,
was,
I'm sorry, Billy. I shouldn't have even brought that up.
Right. So buy his album on Amazon.
Buy his album because I promise you, you
Yeah.
will listen to it all day, every day, constantly.
I was like way up, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It was like, holy shit.
I just have devices at my house streaming his Spotify all the time.
Okay, so
That's all it
with that
does.
being said, I've listened to my just on Bandcamp since it was released on Tuesday. What is it
Okay.
now? Sunday. We're up to close to 600 listens. I did the math, and that is
$1.
9 cents.
9 cents.
Yeah.
For 600 listens?
Yes.
Just on
That is
Bandcamp.
correct.
Just on Bandcamp. So
Oh.
that's not counting for Napster, because Smiley listens. Everyone.
Napster is actually the highest paying.
And so there's nothing on Spotify. I've seen the numbers on Spotify.
The
I've
worst
seen
is YouTube.
Oh, I bet.
The worst.
Yeah, you have to get thousands to get anything.
Yes. Not Google Play, but YouTube.
yeah.
Google Play was actually not too bad, but
So
Napster was the best.
So the 600 listens we got, close to 600 listens we got on Bandcamp. I'm imagining Spotify is quadruple that because everyone
Yeah.
listens to Spotify. So
Oh, yeah.
It didn't pay well.
well, that's fine too. So
Yeah.
I'm up to maybe
Well, it's not
30
fine.
cents.
People need to pay you for your music. That's the world, you know.
Yeah, totally.
I went to see Prism Bitch last night, and they're amazing. They're an amazing
So
local
good.
band.
So good.
And I bought there's a koozie somewhere around here. I went up to buy a koozie, and I was like, oh shit, they have my card at the bar. How much are the koozies? They're like $5, and I was like, shit. All right, I have to get my card back. And they were like, well, how much do you have in your wallet? I go, I have $1, and they go, all right, we'll sell it to you for $1. And I went, no, you're not
oh,
selling.
good on you,
No, you're not
Chris.
selling me a koozie for $1. I'll close out. I'll bring my card over, and I'll pay $5 because you put a lot of sweat equity into this, and I have money, and that's how it goes. And they were like, whoa. I was like,
Yeah.
That's tight.
That's
That's-
called
that's right.
support.
that's right, you know?
I've seen so many comedians just give their merch out for
Yeah.
free
Well,
because they want you to support them and they love the support. Please buy our merch.
Yes.
Please buy Billy's album.
yes. Don't stream it. Buy it,
Buy it. I have bought it and I stream it. So
you know? Rivers Cuomo's got enough money.
and it is so good. You're
Yeah.
not gonna regret buying
No.
it and streaming it.
Right.
Promise.
So, yeah. Cool. Yep, we got...
Oh, yeah. Also, yeah. In the same vein there, watch the second season of Midnight Texas
Yeah.
because it's been canceled twice.
So we have our 10 drink minimum brown ale coming back, or coming out. Dialogue Brewing.
Woo woo.
What was that? That was weird.
that's weird.
Sounds like the.
We're still good. We're still on. We're still live. So we'll have a new beer that actually Billy Smiley and I, we didn't even talk about how hard it was to make beer.
Oh,
we
shoot.
were supposed to. It's
was-
hard.
Sorry.
It was like
it's
farming.
real hard. My boyfriend has
Yeah.
really big arms
Yeah.
from how hard it is.
It is.
I understand it now.
There's
yeah.
a lot of cleaning involved. 90% cleaning.
It's a lot of cleaning.
And so we have a 10 drink minimum brown ale. We actually have more than that coming out. We have a 10 drink minimum brown ale, and then possibly a short documentary of us making the beer coming out
Yeah,
in the
that
next
as
2
well.
weeks. So you'll be able to actually see like the process that we did. I mean, as goofy as we can be. And that'll be in Dialogue Brewing. So there's going to be an event coming up. We haven't got the specifics yet, but we're excited. I mean, this is a beer that we actually put
Made.
our sweat in.
Oh,
not
good.
into the beer, but
Not literally.
Are you
No.
sure? Okay.
well, there's probably some. It's hot, man. It's really hot.
It's
making
really
beer.
hot. And like,
Really
okay,
hot.
so just real quick, I didn't realize how hard it was until I dated somebody.
It's not fun.
No. I
Mm-mm.
like I appreciate him so much when he takes me out for dinner because I know that he had to lift like 700 pounds of grain for that
Oh, yeah,
every
it's-
day.
it's-
That's not in a 2-week period. That's
No.
every day. And he has to sweat and he's hot all the time because they don't have air conditioning back there.
No, they
also
don't. Yeah.
they're cooking something.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so
really
hot.
They have a thing called a kettle, and it's like 200
Oh my
degrees.
God,
and
it's
you're standing
so
next
hot.
to it.
I just, if you guys see a brewer, like, give him a pat on the back or a blowjob
they're
or
gonna,
something.
They're gonna stink because they sweat a
They
lot.
stink, but give them a blowjob anyway. They deserve
Dickhead.
it.
Also, I mean, I now understand how they have those guns. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh, yeah. My
All they do-
hamster has the best arms because he lifts like 700 pounds of beer, like grain every day, if not more.
Huh. So he could like just tirelessly do this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He doesn't have to, though, Chris.
JK.
He doesn't
LOL.
have to.
Just kidding. Love you, hamster. I want to, that. Other than that, I mean, we have Hemp Fiesta coming up in August.
Yep.
This is our 3rd year. They tried to stop us, but we're still coming out.
We're still here.
And we have some other stuff coming up, but just go to tendrinkminimum.com, and we have a calendar on there. And other than that, I mean, go to our website, go to facebook.com/tendrink. Go, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just type in 10 Drink Minimum in, the search bar and then subscribe to our YouTube channel. I don't really promote that enough because, I always feel like a 2-hour show watching it on YouTube is really rough, and people have told me that it's not, but that's fine. Thank you guys for watching, for listening for the last 13 years. It's been amazing. It's been a great ride. Thank you to James. Thank you to Holly. Thank you to Michael. Thank you to Billy. Thank you to Adam, to Tic Tac, to Adrian for all 13 years for making it for me, and then all the people who've let us do shows at their places. Man, it's choking me up right now. But I love you guys all, and we're gonna keep rocking as long as we can, till they shut us down. Damn the man.
Till the state shuts us down.
Till the state comes in and shuts us down. Other than that, we are
10
10
drink minimum.